Five, Commander, whenever you are ready.
Okay, here we go. Captain's log, stardate 53758.3. It's been some time since the birth of the space child called by my XO and my doctor Roxby, and first contact with the Junivar people has been officially finished. I can't say that I'm glad to be moving on because the planet's beauty did encapsulate me for a while. Their architecture and art pieces are unique, to say the least. Our duties, however, require us to press forward. Had I stayed on Junivar a bit longer, the Admiral would probably give me a stern talking to. The helm has orders to bring us forth to one Honata system, where long-range sensor scans have detected 4 planets around a 2-star formation. As standard procedure dictates, we will explore the system, perform necessary scans, and be on our merry way somewhere else once it's done. End log.
Wow, that was a good one.
It was the Hovoth system, you said?
Honata. Honata.
Okay. Four
Honata.
planets around the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you did tell me to spice it up on my own
Oh
because
no,
you
that
gave
was.
me
I'm
you
just saying
gave me
that.
like you gave me a sentence.
I gave you like two sentences. I know.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that's what a lot of the logs for the Hadfield end up having to be because it often boils down to you are about to enter a new system. Get ready to explore some things.
Yay, here we go. Turn on
Uh,
the sensors, generate the momentum, and
yep.
give yourself threat before.
So hang on, I am going to first off gonna bring us to the bridge, and second off, I have to of course ask who has role playing to do before you guys arrive.
Oh yes, you said something about R&D, right?
We will get to that after any necessary role playing is done.
If anyone wants to
I
talk, now's your chance.
no, I don't even remember what happened last time.
Space Children,
The
that's
star
about it.
child, the
Star
star,
Child.
No
star,
rumors? Wow.
star baby, the star baby.
If anybody wants to speak to the captain will be in his quarter.
Mm-hmm. And then, so no one else has any role playing to do.
I don't have any this week unless somebody has some sort of glowing appendage they need to show the doctor.
I'm afraid not this week, Doctor. I'm afraid not this week. You get a nice calm one.
No trips to Ryza this week.
Okie doke.
We might as well move on to the R&D then.
Okay, so it sounds like if I'm remembering this correctly, who was it that wanted to do work with these implants that you guys found a couple weeks ago?
Definitely the doctor.
Well, remind us firstly, was it more of an engineering job or more of a medical job?
I
I think we did some rolls to figure out which one.
So here's the thing I've actually learned by reading the rules. It's actually up to you guys who wants to lead this one. Because this is it. The rule sets for R&D like this are actually very similar to the scientific method, with some
Interesting.
with some key tweaks.
Right.
If the doctor wants it, then it's all his, and Vala can get on the personal cloaks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to need some help and assists here and there from both engineering and science.
I'll allow an assist.
Okay, so let me.
So actually, let me. So where are you going to be working on this? In like one of the.
I would assume our nice advanced med bays.
Okie doke. Yep. I will. Pull
Right, because my bit was
Where is
the
sick bay?
chip they implanted in the zombies.
Yeah, the little circular implant.
Yeah, it had definitely some. The neural interface had some real possibilities for paralysis, spinal repair,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I mean, it's so there's the medical end of that, but then there's also the science engineering end of that. So
Right. So here's how this is gonna work. You, as the research lead, get to select 3 focuses. And it doesn't outright state it in the book, so I'm gonna say it doesn't have to be, because otherwise that would be kind of limiting. You have to pick 3 focuses that that you would like to use for that you would like to pick for this, and then
go ahead.
And then I will pick, of those 3 focuses, there's the good way, there's the out of the box way, and then there's the wrong way.
Okay, so when you're saying focuses, you're not talking about like character focuses.
That's the thing. The book
Focuses of the research, I think. Like, do you want to
think
focus
so.
on this or that? Do you want to focus on the neural repair function, or do you want to focus on how the hell does this piece of machinery turn these things into zombies?
or like, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I don't think I can tell you any, because I can't be giving this away to you.
Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to do is come up with 3 routes of attack on the problem. In other words,
Yeah, 3 roots of attack on the problem, and one of them is a good way, one of them is a out of the box way that will work but might have some unintended consequences.
Okay.
And then there is a not correct way. And the way this works is that there will be a number. This is a gated challenge. Basically, you need to accomplish. In this case, I'm going to say 3 or 4 tasks. I'm thinking of making it. I think I might make it 3 in this case to keep it easy. You will have to accomplish 3 successes, 3 successful tasks in order to complete your research. But here's the kicker: you can only attempt 1 task per session towards this project.
Okay. Just as a note from myself, everybody who is involved in these projects, and this includes the people who will be assisting, I will require you to assemble a personal log, which you will post in the personal log channel detailing your findings. Along, if you want to make a report in character to me, that will be splendid as well. But personal logs, please, once you're done. So I'm not the only one writing logs.
Fair enough.
And you just remind me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12th threat.
Yep, once you guys find out what you find out, at least for this session, it can be like a bit of information. I will require a personal log.
Yep. Okay, so in that case, I assume if Dr. Blackwell's the one leading this research, feel free to pick some focuses.
Oh, okay. So I'm.
And remember, the medical book gives some. The medical book gives some new focuses. So if you wanna.
So we are talking like focuses in terms of like character focuses, medicine focuses.
Yeah, I mean, yes, they will have those kinds of names.
Okay.
But I don't know if they have to be yours.
Okay.
Because it doesn't say it. It
Right.
says, like the scientific method, one player should be the research lead and choose 3 separate focuses to use as research and development directions. And if I look at this, it's hypothesize. Which are the focuses for the category? Hang on. Yeah, I don't think it has to be one of yours.
Okay.
It just it just has to be throw some focuses out there.
Okay. And can maybe Rugan, since I think we're going to be doing more biological kind of stuff, maybe?
I'll allow an assist.
Okay. So I'm thinking, and actually I'd like, as far as this brainstorming stuff, I'd like Rugan and Valak to kind of help me maybe determine some focuses. The one that immediately springs to mind is neurology, because that's what ultimately what we're looking at is spinal injuries, paralysis, all of part of the the spinal and what's it called, the neurological systems. My medical bullshitter is failing me.
Hmm.
Let's see.
And remember, if you guys have something that might be a little out of the box, feel free to throw it out there, because I might pick it as the out-of-the-box solution.
What word are you looking for? Central nervous system, or?
Just focuses.
Yeah, so we're looking at stuff for the
It's one of those things where I really don't want to give you too much.
the central nervous system neurology. That's kind of where I'm looking for the effects, because it's able to reanimate the bodies, which means that that's to me, I'm thinking that's where it's doing a lot of its work, is the central nervous system.
So yeah, I will allow neurology to be one of the focuses you're
Okay.
banking on. So now you'll have to come up with something different for the other two.
In terms of out of the box, I wonder if chemistry might be a thing, because it's affecting all the different things. The body runs on chemicals and all that.
Well, don't forget. Also, I'll give you the hint. Don't forget what you guys are actually trying to do here.
Pop culture?
No, it's no. Remember what you got. What has spurred on you guys deciding to make this development?
Wanting to help people with paralysis, spinal injuries.
Well, there's that, and specifically, what are you working off of as a base?
Romulan zombie implants.
So you do have a starting point.
Right. So I mean, that's surgery.
I shouldn't be giving this to you guys.
Should we go?
Right, computer,
Should we just go basic?
play George Romero's Dawn of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Valak?
I was gonna say we could go basic cybernetics. I actually do have a focus on that as well.
Yeah. Cybernetics, definitely.
Okay. So, neurology, cybernetics, and I just need one more.
Like Rugan said, chemistry.
Or why not engineering?
Well, no, that's a discipline, not a focus.
That's a bit too broad as well.
I was gonna say I do a lot of stuff with engineering.
Don't you have jury rigging as a focus?
That's a talent.
No, jury rigging can be a focus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because they did that and they failed, so they kind of jury rigged it.
Reverse engineering's always a thing too. Here, they did this. Why didn't that work?
Right.
And yes, yet again, I'm engineering.
When you mention jury rigging, all I can think about is the darn Ferengi team making a Weekend at Bernie's with a corpse.
Oh no.
From DS9.
Oh, right.
It's like that's what I see when I see jury rigging a corpse. Just Weekend at Bernie's with stimulators.
Oh dear. So the so what are you guys going for your third focus?
We got
Well, I mean,
neurology. We got cybernetics.
Yep. Should we go with chemical solution?
Yeah, I mean, because it could be.
I know we're trying to think of fictional things, like how does with real world science into fictional things.
Right.
So do you want to go with chemistry then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see it as two different free programming a binaural gel pack now, couldn't it?
So you.
Oh, now wait a minute. There's an interesting thing.
Hey. It wouldn't be too different. You're right about that.
Biocomputers.
Would you rather do that instead?
That
Oh.
kind of makes more sense than just base chemistry to
Okay.
me.
Okay.
I think it might fit better.
Yeah.
Biocomputer. So you have those 3 focuses. Which one do you want to try to pursue?
I kind of lean towards neurology as the most, you know, it's granted it's in the box and whatever, but or working on the central nervous system.
So
What do you guys think?
So yeah, well, you're the research lead,
Right.
Blackwell.
Yes. I'm asking for opinions from my research team.
Yeah, we can stab there, see if that works.
Okay. So
Why
If
not
not-
with the brain?
If not, we simply go to the, we'll try again next session,
Right.
in this case, this will be an insight, medicine, or engineering, difficulty 3 to work on this thing.
Okay.
Because you're trying to figure out what makes this thing tick in regards to its neurological interfaces.
Xenobiology as a focus?
No.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else that's really going to fit there. We don't have any momentum, so I can't buy a die with that for reroll. So let's see. Can I use the advanced sickbay advantage to decrease the difficulty?
I will allow it.
All right. And since this is more squishy stuff, I'll ask Rugan to assist with science, if he can.
I
Or no,
say-
wait, you said engineering, so yeah, so definitely Velok, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Because this is the not squishy part of it.
Okay. So now we're down to difficulty 2,
2.
and I will roll and hopefully not
So insight,
screw things up.
insight medicine.
Well, nah, yeah, I don't have anything that's really going to apply here, so just straight up roll. There's 2.
Okay. So if anything that anything Velok makes is just just extra.
Mm-hmm. If roll 20 would work for me, come on.
And you
There we
do. You have a momentum.
And is the ship
Hey!
assisting at all?
Actually it shouldn't it? Because you're doing research with it.
Right.
So
Computers,
I'll say in
medicine?
this case, yeah. Well, computers, engineering, or actually no, I'm gonna say computers, medicine in this case, specifically because you,
upped our medicine.
yeah, specifically because you asked to use the sick bay for this.
It's a nat 20. Well,
Oh, that feels good. I think I'm just gonna take threat.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll let you know right now, you are not on a wrong path.
Oh.
We're not on the wrong path. We're either out of the box or on the right path.
Uh-huh.
Neurology. Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong with neurology. It's just whether or not you've picked the out-of-the-box way of thinking
Right.
or the correct way of thinking. But so that was your attempt for the episode.
Nice.
You are a third of the way there. But what the challenge is going to be next time might be different.
Okay, cool.
Specifically because you've picked this path.
Nice.
Whereas it might have been something a bit more engineering-y if you guys picked cybernetics.
Cybernet, right.
Or
Okay, great.
or science-based if you picked chemistry.
biocomputer.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm still not telling you which one was wrong.
No, true. Excellent. Thank you for your help, Commander Verloc. And Lieutenant Rugan.
Indeed.
Indeed, sir.
So yeah, you guys finish off some of your early research. You see Blackwell picks up the thing, puts it in a safe container, and probably locks it away in a secure safe of some
Right.
Oh, yeah.
secure research safe.
Yeah.
Fields.
Okay.
Excellent.
Just wanted to get that out of the way.
Hmm.
So, I assume at least one of the two of you is going to go up to the bridge.
I suppose, yeah.
or Rugon, at least.
Yeah,
Most likely, yes.
Okay.
I'll head up that way once I finish my lab notes and whatnot.
Yep. So at least for Rugon, door to the bridge opens and Rugon walks on. So on the view screen, you can see as it's sort of approaching, they're very small at the distance you are at, but the view screen has enlarged them a little. You see 2 stars in the view screen that are very, very tiny. One is white and small. The other is yellowish. It's like a yellowish orange, and it's slightly larger.
Ooh. Binary system.
That is correct. 2 stars in orbit of one another.
This is the time when you summon the captain to the bridge.
That is a most likely idea because we actually arrived at the place. So Rugan is going to hit the people boot button. Captain to the bridge. We have arrived, it seems.
Okay, I'll walk out onto the bridge.
And you see the aforementioned site on the view screen.
Okay, I'll sit down in my comfy chair. Lieutenant Freewill, ease up on the engines a bit. Lieutenant Rugan, give me a long-range sensor scan. My reports indicate that they should be a little bit outdated. Let's get something fresh in our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, at once.
All right. You know the drill. Reason science, assisted by the ship's sensor science, so all that makes it difficulty 0. You goddamn it.
Generate momentum.
I know what
I
I'm
love this ship.
doing when I order this. It's all with a purpose. Excellent. That's a 1 momentum. Just the 1. It could have been worse.
What you got? What'd you get? Ah, nice. Okay. That feels good. So, with that kind of success, and so I'm only gonna give you guys this. This is what class of planet each of the 4 is. And if you need to ask which is which, fine.
It appears that we have a Class D planet, a Class K planet, a Class M planet, and a Class H planet.
Can we zoom in on this Class M planet?
Not at this range. You're at the very edge of the system.
Right, Lieutenant Freewill, get us in a bit closer, please.
Aye, Captain.
Alrighty. So after about takes about 20 minutes, but you eventually start to see this planet on the view screen. It doesn't have much in the way of water. There aren't many large bodies of water. Maybe there are 2 planetary oceans. Maybe one is about half the size of the other, sort of similar to how Earth's behaves. This is a planet that's maybe, I don't know, 2/3 the size of the planet Earth. The coloration is the most interesting thing about it. Outside of this, outside of these blue oceans, you see that the planet's surface is a mixture of green and black. And there is a slight haze that covers the atmosphere. It's very slight, though. You can still make out quite a bit of what's going on the planet below.
Is the doctor on the bridge?
Sure.
Are
I'll
you
sit it there.
in the chair next to me?
Is Valak there?
I pretty much never sit there. I'm almost always at the engineering station.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm in the comfy chair.
Yep. Someone
okay.
should.
Lieutenant Rugon, this looks quite curious. Can you give me an atmospheric reading and pass the information along to the doctor, if you will? Doctor, once you receive the information, tell me, is this planet habitable? Doesn't look so on the outside.
I'll
Aye,
get up
sir,
and,
right away.
Aye, sir. And I get up and go to the secondary science station to.
So what are you specifically trying to do?
An atmospheric reading.
Is that
First things
did you say Blackwell's doing that?
No, Rugon's doing that.
Rugon's doing that. Okay. In that case, give me a I'm gonna say insight science, difficulty 2, assisted by the ship's sensor science, so that brings it down to difficulty 1.
And you forward the information to the doctor, please.
Okay. So I'll make sure
Here we
that
are.
I'll make sure that both see this.
Nice.
So we get 2 momentum.
Hang on. Okay, and there you go. That's what you two see.
Captain, I'm detecting very low levels of plutonium-238 in the highest levels of the planetary atmosphere. Perhaps there was some sort of nuclear war here.
Nuclear war. Doctor, what do you think? Is it breathable down there?
I'll let that be the free question that Rugon pulls up.
Make it so.
You're done.
The answer is, on the planetary surface, yes.
Uh-huh.
The amounts of radioactive matter still in the atmosphere of this planet are very minor. It would appear that a lot of it has decayed.
So a very long time ago, there was a nuclear war.
So, Doctor, you want to convey that message to me?
It should be breathable on the planet's surface, Captain. The radiation has been decaying for a long time. However, I'd personally feel more comfortable if we could send some sort of probe down closer to the surface to get some more detailed readings and some readings from deeper in the atmosphere. And in any case, I would recommend at least a prophylactic Heronolin dosing for any away team that went down.
Man, you just using those new
Your drugs.
that new drug list that the book gave you.
Left, right, and center.
Dude, the funny thing is, I had printed out a drug list from Memory Alpha before I started playing the Doctor, so.
You still got it, bro.
Beautiful.
Right. Well, hang on, Doctor. We're not going to be sending any away teams yet. Lieutenant Rugon, remind me, what class were the other planets?
The other classes were D class, K class, and H class.
Computer, remind me, what is a K class planet?
The K class planets are I just had it. It's oh boy. Okay, class K is what you asked?
Yep.
Vastly uninhabitable. Class K worlds are frigid, cold planets with atmospheres of methane and nitrogen. Only the most exotic of life forms could call Class K planets their home.
And a Class H planet, computer?
Class H's are hot terrestrial planets with atmospheres poisonous to biological life.
Okay. And what was the last one? A Class Delta planet?
Class,
Is that correct?
Yep. Class D, most common planetary bodies, essentially barren balls of rock.
I see. Well, the other planets probably won't prove to much fruition then, as this one might. Chief Kiji.
Yes. Yes, Commander.
No, that is our player character.
I'm sorry. I thought that was.
Chief.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. I thought that was.
Yes.
Never mind. Chief Kiji. Can you scan the surface for any sort of bunkers, weapons, nuclear silos, anything which might be worthwhile for exploration down there?
I would be happy to, sir.
Okay, insight engineering, or in your case, I guess I'll allow security. Insight security, difficulty 2 assisted by the ship's sensors, security, or engineering.
Alrighty.
And that means the
And,
difficulty is 1.
Would any of my focuses work with like ground tactics or that's probably the only one.
Probably
probably
not.
not. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, not that I can see.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm gonna roll sensors engineering.
So you definitely succeed at the task, and you generate 2
Oh!
momentum because you generate 2
Because that's what the
momentum
Hadfield do.
because of course you do.
That's how
Shit.
the
Because it's
Hadfield
what we do.
And you
It's
got
what we
nothing
do.
on your untapped potential, but we've already capped out, so
Yep. That's exactly. I'm not using it when there's absolutely no reason to gamble. We've got nothing to gain.
Yeah, but it's the thrill of it.
I see we got some degenerate gamblers over
Not in many years. My days at the track are behind me.
I'm telling you, man,
Focusing
I got a
gambling.
system.
Oh, sorry, what was that? Did you say something?
There you go, Jueza.
Sir, I'm detecting the remains of numerous cities located across the planet's surface.
I see. Which one's the biggest?
That one.
Yeah, I was gonna say he taps a couple things on his screen, and a little highlighting point comes up in a region about I'd say 20 miles wide on one of the northern continents of the planet.
Okay, Lieutenant Free will set up standard orbit and then give control of the helm to the computer. All senior staff to the briefing room.
Sweet.
Yep.
Hi ho, off to the briefing room.
Off to the briefing room.
Meetings.
Off to the briefing room,
And what
y'all.
kind of structure was that, Kiji?
Cities?
Wait,
Oh,
what?
okay.
Wait, the hell?
Who's to these people?
What the hell? Who
That's
are-
the Everest.
What
I know
the-
that. I know that person. That's the commander of the Everest.
God damn it, Caleb.
Kiji pulls out his phaser. There's intruders, sir.
Delete. Caleb, delete your damn shit off of my games. I'm gonna end you.
Right. Commander Valak, nice to see you up on the bridge once in a while.
Nothing. Just
Anyway, please everyone have a seat. Computer, show images of the planet and the cities which we have discovered on the planet's surface on the screen, if you will.
Yeah, and, I'd say an image of them comes up after a second. You know, it has to calculate. Hang on.
Zoom in and enhance.
Zoom in, enhance.
enhance.
Enhance. So
Enhance.
yeah, so it has to go through that whole thing, and you see one of these cities, and it looks I don't want to say modern, but it's large metal structures, some probably few, maybe 1,000 feet high, are the tallest of them. But this, you see a city of skyscrapers stretching out over these 20 kilometers or so. And you see sort of off of it, you see the landscape around it seems to be these swept plains from orbit, what looks like waves of black glass.
Okay, well, gentlemen, this is what we see here right before us. The doctor claims that the air on the surface should be breathable. Is that correct, doctor?
From what we can tell, yes, sir.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, we have just stumbled upon something from an ancient civilization, and by God, Starfleet orders dictate us to research ancient civilization. So I think we have our task set clearly before us. An away team shall be assembled. Commander Valak, you will be going down with it. No ifs, buts, no candies or nuts. I need you down there commanding this away team with Chief Kiji as your second in command. Is that correct? Or, sorry, is that understood?
Understood.
Very well. I'll walk over to the screen. Your primary task will be to locate whatever, well, wherever you can locate the headquarters of these people. These buildings, well, this is the largest city that you will be sent down into. Surely there must be a headquarters somewhere. And where there are headquarters, there are documentations. And there are documentations, there is knowledge. This is what we're searching for, gentlemen. You take that knowledge and you bring it back here. Now, doctor, you said you'll be dosing people with anti-radiation drugs. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Although it probably is just my paranoia cracking up, but it can't do any harm.
You're right there. It can't do any harm. While you're at it, Chief Kiji, please make sure to bring along transporter booster.
You're gonna bring along the
Yes, sir.
the pattern enhancers. You are gonna have to spend 2 momentum to get those together,
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
because those have an opportunity cost.
Sure. So you're gonna bring the pattern enhancers along. Doctor, your primary task is to find out what the hell happened on this planet. Why were they nuking each other, at least by the looks of it? Let either Lieutenant Freewill or Lieutenant Rugon help you in your research. It may be both. However much help you need. I will need the other ensigns along here with me on the bridge, if that's okay.
So, does this city look ruined, or does it look like
Ye-
pristine?
It looks ruined.
Okay.
I should have clarified this. Yeah, this place. I won't say it looks like a nuclear bomb dropped on it, because
Right.
that has a much different look.
Right.
But it looks like a bomb was dropped on it.
And
So,
have we
Lieutenant-
scanned for life signs just on the off chance?
No, we have not. That will be another thing when you go down there. Just conduct a basic search and rescue operation. Assume this is a search and rescue operation until proven otherwise.
Hmm.
I will conduct scans with the ensigns here from the bridge once you guys are down on the surface. But other than that, gentlemen, it's time to flex your muscles. Be sure to bring along any gear you might need for clearing these ruins. And yes, I mean shovels, gentlemen. Hard work and sweat. Get me that data.
Aye, sir. Away team, please report to sick bay in 20 minutes. I'll have the Heronolin injections ready.
Very well. Before you guys go, I'd like to remind you, Commander Valak, you are in charge. Chief Kiji, you are his second in command. Should anything happen to the commander, you get the crew safe home. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Dismissed.
Mm-hmm. And so the various people scatter from the ready room and take their postings. So you guys gather all the necessary equipment that you're going to need for an archaeological expedition, and I assume go to the transporter room?
First to the med bay
Or-
to get their shots.
Ah, right. Sick bay. Gonna turn. Hang on. Get rid of the page toolbar. Change the ambience to the sick bay. And gonna hop over there myself. So yeah, all the members of this away team pile into the sick bay, and I assume the doctor is going to prep them some shots.
Yes.
So that'll be a for everyone, because this is just a sort of standard procedure. This will be a control medicine difficulty 1.
Okay.
And will we be able to negate the opportune cost of the medicine?
No,
with
the
our
medicine
advanced-
has no opportunity cost.
No.
Okay.
In fact, this is just the check for him to synthesize the
Right.
medicine.
Is he assisted by the ship? Did you say?
Computers medicine.
Okay. And if I can spend a momentum, I'm going to use so I can have cautious medicine. That way we avoid any
Take it.
complications or extra threat.
Yeah, go ahead.
And here we go. There's 2, and I'll re-roll that 0. There we go, 3.
Nice.
Generate 2 moments.
Yep, you bank 2 momentum. So,
Feed off the pattern enhancers.
So yeah, it's not too hard. You take some vials of liquid, put them in a little spinning device, and it mixes up the chemical for you nice and easy, and you load them all into some hypo sprays, and you walk around the sick bay going, wait, hang on.
Oh.
Did you hear it?
I did not, but I may have my ambience turned all the way down, but I don't.
No, but we can assume that.
Yeah,
Right.
damn it, I had a hypo spray sound, and it doesn't seem to be working.
Oh well.
Damn it. Oh well.
We hear it on our heads. It's good.
Right.
Yep. So you go around hypo spray everyone, and they should be safe from the effects of any radiation poisoning for I forget how long it says, because the book actually stipulates.
Let me back up just a little bit. I had it. I actually have to go forward.
Yeah.
Here it is. Heronolin, given by injection, both prior to exposure is preventative and afterwards in gaseous form. Oh, it doesn't actually have a...
Okay. I'll say it'll last you at the very least 10 hours.
Okay.
And that's from like a slightly above average radiation dosage. If it's as mild as it is on the planet's surface, if it's as mild as you expect, it shouldn't even be a problem at all.
Cool. As long as it's what we expect.
Yeah.
And I'll tell Lieutenant Zaralthrak and to to stand by on alert in case there are any actual search and rescue type of things that we need to do.
Of course, Doctor. Everything you need.
Carry on.
And she goes back to mixing some chemical solutions up, preparing some more of the Heronolin, should you need it.
Excellent.
So I assume you
All right.
guys are gonna then go to the transporter room
Yep.
and kill sickbay. Instead, gonna use. That should do it. If you guys don't hear any ambience, then that means that link is also dead. Great.
No ambience, but we can.
Great.
Yeah, transporter sounds.
Hopefully. So you guys all step on the transporter pad with your equipment.
Yep.
Okay.
Medpack and emergency surgery kit.
All right. So this is going to be control engineering difficulty 3, assisted by the ship's sensors engineering, I think.
Okay, fellas, you know what this calls for. Grennan, I'm activating bit.
So, yep. So this is.
We could always take a shuttle down.
So
I was gonna.
well, but this is brought down
Is
to
it-
difficulty 2
Mhm.
by the ship's
I,
sensors.
Can I just pre-program the transporter to?
No,
I-
I will put Biss on the task. Don't you?
Okay.
I literally have a transporter as a replicator's focus.
So does he.
That's right, you gave it to him.
Mhm.
I'm sure Lieutenant Freewill could fly us down quite easily in a
Yeah.
shuttle.
Well, the lock is in command. If you guys want to take a shuttle, be my.
Right.
No,
My
no,
question is, do you want to lose another shuttle?
I was gonna say, if we
we
fly
always
down,
beam out.
if we fly down a shuttle, we're not getting that shuttle back.
Well, I'd rather lose a shuttle than be
That's
turned
decent,
inside
that's
out by
down.
this crazy
That-
machine.
There's a reason why I don't name these shuttles.
Disposable shuttles. No,
Uh.
Biss will roll his engineering roll, and I'm giving him a moment. And I'm
Ensign
gonna
Biss, you
give him
recall what
a-
happens if you turn me inside out, correct?
I recall, yeah. Don't. Biss got this.
Okay. Until he don't.
So he's got to focus on
That point that
transporters.
worries
So
Dr.
here we
Blackwell.
go. There you go. That's the successes we need
And then the ship,
with computers engineering.
sensors engineering. So it's only difficulty 2. So Biss already generated a momentum for you guys.
Nice.
See, guys, say thank you to Biss.
As usual, Ensign Biss saves the day.
And oh, god damn it, please don't tell me that that's down too.
Yeah,
That's down to
don't hear it.
So as as the blue curtain of light streams in front of you, it's interesting because you guys have spent so much time on this, on this ship, in these cramped little, in the cramped little rooms and labs of the Hadfield. It's weird when the transporter beam separates around you and you find yourself standing in a wide open city plaza with buildings that stretch above you. At least some of them do. A lot of them are toppled over, crumbled in on themselves. You could imagine that in its heyday, this place was a sparkling metropolis, but not anymore. And all that's around you is the whistling of the wind through the structures. And one other thing stands out to you about all of this, and it's something that you didn't really see from space. There's a lot of vegetation. There's a lot of vegetation that's crawled up the sides of these buildings, and it really hits home to you guys the power that nature has to reclaim.
Dr. Blackwell, whose eyes were
Green?
squinched tight shut and jaw was clenched, opens one eye, then checks, kind of runs his hands over his body to make sure everything's where it should be, and kind of shakes himself off. God, I hate those things.
Very well. We shall have to get on with it. First, Lieutenant Rugan.
Aye, sir.
Scan for life forms.
Give me a reason.
yes, sir.
Give me a insight medicine. Difficulty 1.
Huh, nice.
Hang on.
It does not appear to be. There do not appear to be any life signs in 25-kilometer radius, sir.
I figured, but the captain did order. Well, Doctor, just if you can keep an eye on radiation levels as we walk about. I do believe that our ship's sensors were correct.
Yeah, I'll have
We'll
mine.
continue on.
Who's gonna set up? Who's carrying the pattern enhancers?
That would be me.
Yep.
GG.
Okay. So you're just gonna carry those around with you for now, or are you setting them up here?
Probably send them up here since standard procedure is always to beam back from the original point.
So, and
Don't
we
they
beam
have to
down.
be set up in a nice vantage point though, like on a high ground maybe,
Yeah, we
so
could.
as to like limit interference.
We beam down like inside the city. We're not like on the outskirts or anything, right?
No, as I've said, you're in a big city. You're in a big open plaza.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect place for the pattern enhancers.
Yeah.
Because that was
Shouldn't we take those with us because we just
free-
beamed here with no.
I don't. Free Will, are you with them?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I ordered everyone down.
Okay. Except you, right, Commander?
Except myself, yeah. I'm on the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying like, should we take those with them because we beamed here no problem, so we don't need them if we get here.
Oh no, it just reduces the difficulty for any further transporter checks by 1, if I recall correctly.
Yep, that's right.
So it's just
For
like it's also a bit of
reasons.
flavor, you know. You set them up.
Well,
So-
well, remember, it is still a difficulty 2 check.
And this will reduce it by a further 1.
So there is a mechanical benefit to carrying these things around.
Yeah, that's. I
Yeah.
was gonna
But
say.
they're heavy, so yeah.
So it's
Well, we could like each take one. How many do we have? 2, 4,
3.
But with
3.
yeah, with the way they work, you gotta kind of set them up together though. So
You got to set them up in a set of 3.
Right. I'm
Yep.
just saying, if we don't want to set them up here, we could, lighten Kiji's
Yeah.
load.
lighten the load if you wish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Yes. Probably. I'll probably say in that case, probably you have Valak take one, you have Free Will take one, while Rugan and the Doctor are lugging around some of the heavy archaeology equipment.
Medical.
Right. We got all
this does
our-
bring back memories, I must say. My first assignment was on an archaeological dig.
Really?
Yes, indeed, it was. Discovering post-ruined societies. It was most interesting.
Commander Valak, maybe we should scan for any kind of signal or, I don't know if there would be, but if some sort of command and control facility might still have some sort of functioning electromagnetic signature we could detect.
Maybe even distress beacon.
Right. Or something.
Well,
So you're gonna
after all this time, I do not know, but we can give it a try.
So gonna try and find some kind. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I was just suggesting we
well-
scan for signals, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Insight Engineering difficulty 1.
Gotcha. Hold on. Why is roll 20? Stop. Come on there.
This is roll 20.
All right. So difficulty 1. Yeah. Well, it'll be all right. We'll give it a roll. Oops.
Did you succeed?
Oops. Yep. And gained a momentum.
Nice.
Noise.
There you go.
There we are. As I suspected. No signals now. In fact, not detecting any power sources whatsoever.
Hmm.
Well, best we can do is look for, as the captain said, some form of command center.
Well, government buildings are often in city centers, so perhaps we should head that way.
Mm-hmm. I will have this check be I'm gonna make this a reason command check.
Ooh.
Because of the way you guys are suggesting going about this.
What's your command, Valak?
Oh, 2. Make it
I've got
back
a
over there.
4. Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah. I'm sorry. 1.
And
Yeah.
you're the XO?
Yes.
He deals more with machines than with men.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is literally one of my values. Better with machines than people.
Oh boy, Valak, you might wanna move a point into that. Because, oh boy, an XO with a command of 1 is not a good thing.
It's okay, the doctor's here. It'll be fun. Okay, so what is the roll?
Reason command,
Right.
difficulty 2.
Okay, well. I do not believe I have any focuses or anything that will apply. We got a fair amount of momentum, so I'll buy an extra die. How about that?
Go ahead.
There we go, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Got the momentum back.
Cool.
So yeah, it takes a while, and unfortunately, it's kind of difficult because as you're making your way towards what you can only surmise to be like you all start walking, and as you make your way to what you could surmise to be sort of like the administrative district of this city, you notice that the buildings here are a lot more heavily damaged.
Does stand to reason.
But you do find one that is fairly intact. And it's a large circular building.
Are there any... Oh, go ahead.
The question is, does the town looks like it was bombarded, or there was a nuclear spill, or how does it look? Like the war or something?
Yes, it looks it looks like this place was attacked.
As we approach and maybe even enter the building, are there any inscriptions or anything like that maybe we could use the visual function of the universal translator on to see if we could potentially identify what purpose this building served?
All right, I'll let this be a reason science difficulty 3 check.
That's all for the Klingon.
Because you guys are trying to find something based on some very, very any text that you guys might find is horrifically degraded.
Sorry, I'm just going over my thing, making sure I don't have any values at work. I don't think so. Focuses, I should say, focuses. But I don't think any would work.
Right.
I'm sorry. Which was it? Insight medicine, you said?
No. Reason science.
Reason science. Where'd I get insight medicine from? That's 2. Not bad. Not good, but not bad.
And I'll allow an assist if someone wants to give it.
Reason science?
Yep.
Reason science.
The doctor, since it was his suggestion. There we go.
Marvelous, marvelous.
So, Ragan, here's what you through all of your translations, so much of this has just been badly degraded, because very little of it is... There are very few inscriptions, because this appears to be a highly technological society, and any computer data, any computers appear to have horrifically degraded beyond the point of recovery. So what you're checking all these various inscriptions that are still laid into walls, and it would appear that some of these are kind of like memorials type things. You do manage to get a word off of it.
Vanathi.
Come again?
Perhaps it's the word Vanathi seems to appear here again and again. Perhaps it's the name of the people themselves, or their world.
Or their gods.
Or perhaps
possibility
this
as well.
nation state. If it's anything, if they were organized anything like Earth and some other societies we've seen, and this was a internal war, they may have been divided into smaller nations, clans, who knows.
Factions.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Lieutenant Freewill.
Mm-hmm. So, anything else you guys are gonna look for around here?
We were going to see about finding records was the idea. Whatever information we might be able to gather from the past.
Alrighty.
So this one's mostly intact. Is there a building in the administrative sector that seems to have received more bombardment, more damage, more attention, if you will?
Well, I mean, these buildings range from this one, which is more or less intact, to buildings that are not there at all, but were clearly once there.
That's a fair point.
There are some buildings that are 100% collapsed in on themselves and are completely unrecognizable.
Well, with our luck, that'll be where we need to go. But, Commander, I suggest we start with this most intact one.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. So walking around, it's kind of easy to navigate this circular building, because and there's one reason that it is because most of this building is actually one large circular room, at which, surrounding sort of a central podium, there are about 100 chairs.
Perhaps a lecture hall of some sort.
Or theater. While I'm at it, the doctor will do a radiation check just to make sure.
You don't even have to make a check.
Okay.
Radiation is nominal.
Okay.
Cool.
Can I determine anything about the physiology of the species based upon the seats?
Chair.
Yeah.
Insight medicine, difficulty 1.
Okay. Yes.
Nice. Yeah, based on what you can determine, the layout of this room and the way that there are a couple of things that are still laid out on desks, like the day they were placed down. There were a couple of things that are straight up attached to the desks.
Mm-hmm.
And you can determine, like, based on the fact that there are a couple writing implements in holsters, these people were likely bipedal and had 2 arms, much like very much humanoid.
Okay.
Much like 90% of the races in Star Trek.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Commander, looks like they
I
were-
don't know what you are talking about.
Yeah. Looks like we're bipedal, maybe bilaterally symmetrical, humanoid-like.
Yes, and have we found any sort of documentation at all yet, or still gotta look around?
Is there anything on...
I will let you guys make a insight security or insight command roll.
GG.
I would like to look on the floor for things. Like maybe equipment or things like that.
Free Will, you don't find any equipment, so to speak. It's pretty clear to you that this room is much more, I don't want to say ceremonial. It's a lot more administrative in nature.
And there's no bodies, like people, dead people.
Not in this room.
Maybe we should check out the podium if it is some sort of projector or something. Or platform, whatever it is.
Indeed, if whatever was said there is useful to whoever was back here then, it might be useful to us.
Jueza, you are
Yes.
able to very clearly, like, based on the positioning of everything in this room, you are actually quite familiar with what kind of room this might be. This is clearly the kind of room where some people might hold, perhaps a tribunal of some kind, perhaps a courtroom of sorts.
I think this is where they would hold tribunals.
Well, if they're like every other race, if you want records, the legal system is the place to look for them.
Only two inevitabilities, sir: death and taxes.
He has a point.
What are taxes? Starfleet hasn't had them for like 200 years.
Yes, but again, in a lot of post-war cultures, it seems that a good deal of the resources from all of the citizens would be pulled together and used in generally beneficial projects.
I think a more accurate phrase for Starfleet would be the bureaucracy must continually expand to meet the ever-expanding needs of the bureaucracy.
That too.
So are you guys going to try and find some more, like, some cultural information
Yep.
based on this? All right.
Let's explore this space.
All right. I'd say now that you know sort of what you're looking for, insight, science, difficulty 3, and I'll allow an assist.
Oh, it's definitely not going to be me.
I was gonna say, yeah. I would assume Rugan here, and then the doc assist.
That is absolutely doable.
Yep.
Rugan and the Doctor, that's how they roll.
It's like just going to assume, you know.
We're always shoving our tricorders at things. Nice.
Here we are, and
There we
here's the doctor.
Well, we can ask a lot of questions if we need to.
Are we essentially capped on?
Oh yeah,
momentum?
we're capped. We've.
Well, it was difficulty 3, remember?
Yeah, so
Oh, that's right. So yeah.
You just made it.
Oh, yep. Sorry, I thought 2.
So yeah, you do manage to find a record room. You managed to find a record room.
Okay.
A lot of it, again, horrifically degraded.
Mm-hmm.
But you are in luck in a couple of instances. There are a couple of they're not podiums. They're small. They're small things about the size of like a desk in one of in say the captain's ready room, and it is a glass case. And according to your scans, there is no air in them.
Ooh.
Vacuum sealed. And sitting inside of them are a couple of paper documents, yellowed with age.
Believe the saying is pay dirt. So, shall we break the vacuum?
I would not recommend it. They might just disintegrate.
Mm.
Might be safer to do
Take-
detailed
Take the whole
scans,
thing?
or do detailed scans to see if we can go ahead and get the thing.
Just basically make a copy up on the ship later, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the universal translator can maybe start crunching at it.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
So you are going to make some detailed scans. That's going to be a control science difficulty 2 check, because you are trying to get everything about these.
Will you allow an assist?
I will say not in this case.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Because this is one of you. This is one of you guys. Not. This isn't even just a regular tricorder scan. This. You're setting up some specialized equipment for for special document preservation.
Gotcha. And Rugan, go ahead.
Aye,
And,
sir.
if you'd like a momentum.
Tell the ship's librarian to beam down. We need some documents digitized.
All right.
In the original series, there would have been one.
Yep, there would.
That's very true. That's very true.
And like I said, take a momentum if you'd like.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Sounds
Ah.
wonderful.
I'm just wondering if any of my focuses reply.
Hmm.
Nah, I don't think so.
Probably not.
Nope, they do not. Let's see how it goes.
None of you guys are a Captain Grennan.
Woof.
Ooh.
Wait, was it insight science? I thought I said control.
You did.
Controls. Sorry, it's
Oh.
the same thing regardless.
Mm.
The same skill.
Well.
What about your
Do you not have cautious?
I do not believe I have cautious, no.
Ooh.
All right.
what about your untapped potential? Does that help at all?
Nah, it only works if you succeed something.
Yep.
In that case, no, you're not having any luck with deciphering this parchment. It's
Unfortunately,
can
I appear to be
we-
a scientist, not a linguist.
Can we communicate with the ship?
yeah, I'd say you can.
Oh, yeah.
You press your comm badge and it's got the chirp.
Can I keep on sending the information that we get right now to the captain?
Oh yeah, I would assume that's kind of a thing. I suppose I should have made sure.
Yeah, your tricorders can link up to the ship's computers.
Yeah.
You won't get
Oh, okay.
you won't get straight up assists from the ship's computers.
Yeah. No. None of that. No.
But
But-
No, I'm just thinking for the captain, if he has any inputs or something, he can be here to say like that, in a way, sending messages.
I'd prefer not, because it's very much he's on the bridge, not there with you guys.
Yeah. Oh no. I was just like he's getting updates as we go. Because clearly we've been walking around the city for a while. Blah 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 blah. Like,
Yeah.
but other than that, well, I'd say, like, if we can't scan it, then maybe literally just send it up to the ship. We did bring transport
Oh,
enhancers.
and I forgot. You guys beaming down to the planet was supposed to be a scene change. So
Okay.
Okay.
I'll dunk one more.
Yep.
So yeah, I think maybe we set up the enhancers to beam this, and maybe have BIS prepare in one of our labs an appropriate sealed space to deal with it. Filled with neutral noble gases or whatever, argon or nitrogen.
She's
Indeed.
very excited about the idea of putting these damn enhancers down.
Yes, for some reason, he's enamored with the idea of being able to go home again.
Maybe. Okay. So yeah, we'll beep the ship and captain.
Wait, hang on. Did I hear that right? You want to beam?
No. We're beeping.
yep.
Oh,
Captain.
you're beeping. Okay.
I don't think the chirp is working. So
The chirp
Yeah,
is not working, but this is Jacoby. Go ahead.
Captain, we have found some documentation. We are unfortunately unable to decipher it as is down here. We are requesting a beam up of it. We'll set up the pandered enhancers and allow you to bring it up into an enclosed, secure space.
Understood. Is the paper brittle?
Well, it is currently encased in a glass vacuum chamber, sir. So,
Before you beam it up to me, Commander, please find out if the paper will break apart as soon as I touch it.
again, it's within a vacuum-sealed chamber, sir. So, recommend simply scanning it before attempting to touch it.
Oh, Commander, I'll set up coordinates on board the ship. We'll get a container ready in the sun.
Oh,
Very
so
well.
so are you gonna do a site to site then?
Yeah, let's make it even more challenging.
Yep.
Do it. Do it.
Yep.
Do it.
Let's gamble this.
Okay, so I am gonna spend. So it's already difficulty 2 because you're doing a site to site. I'm gonna spend 2 threats to make it difficulty 3, and I'm gonna spend 2 threat to increase the complication range by 1.
Alright, this is where Biss is
Alright.
gonna shine. I'm
Yep.
gonna spend 3 momentum to give him 2 additional.
Excellent.
He's gonna roll a control engineering, is that correct? Is he assisted by the
Yes, sensors science.
then
Yep,
it's
and-
then it goes down a difficulty.
Well,
correct?
that was me accounting for it all.
Oh, okay. I was
Okay.
about to ask about the pattern enhancers as well. So,
Yeah, you were at difficulty 1, but I'm spending 2 threat to make it difficulty 2.
gotcha.
And it's all
Bam, Biss! Look at that!
mother.
Holy
Dang.
hell!
There is a very clear and present reason that we have this guy as our backup.
Right?
So these are
Jesus.
3,
4 successes.
3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
So 4 momentum.
I'm starting to believe this is just some sort of Truman show in which we're all just following Ensign Biss about making sure he doesn't blow up the galaxy.
Ensign Biss,
Sympathetic
nailed
magic.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
so, yeah. After a couple of seconds, Biss messages you up at the bridge, Captain. We got it. It looks like it's all safely in one piece.
Excellent. We'll keep it there for now. Have the science team work on it if they have nothing else, no other pressing matter.
Oh, the science team having an opportunity to go over an ancient document? Oh, I bet they'll all be falling over themselves with a chance to take a look at an artifact of this magnitude.
Cut the sarcasm and some Biss and get him on it.
Aye, sir. And he chirps out.
Okay, Commander Jacoby to Commander Vlog. Do you?
Sir?
Your documents are on board, Commander, and they're safe. You may proceed along with them.
Very well.
All right.
Well, we shall recollect our pattern enhancers.
Yep.
Yep, you can recollect your pattern enhancers.
Yep, don't leave those there. And then
Yes,
let's
sir.
continue on.
Bury them again.
Yep.
As I shake
Oh yeah,
my
no,
arms out.
we're splitting them. Like Freewell's got 1, I got 1, and you got 1. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yes.
So, I'm saying that with that, that's about all you find in here. I will allow that you guys probably do find a couple skeletal remains,
Ooh.
but
Take detailed scans of those.
yeah, you do take.
Gonna say, yeah.
You do take some detailed. You do.
Carbon date these.
Oh, actually, yes. Would you like to carbon date some of these skeletons you find?
Yeah.
Insight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, insight medicine. Difficulty 2.
Okay.
What, you want a momentum because we're like capped out, I think? Or
Sure, yeah. I'll
no?
take a momentum for an extra die and
Give her.
let me use
We're
cautious.
not, we're not actually capped up. We're at 5, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
here's a momentum.
That'll give me the ability to use cautious medicine, insights. I don't have anything that would really apply focus-wise, so... Said difficulty 2, Grinnin?
Yep.
Okay. And I can re-roll that 0. Nah, there you go, 3.
All right.
We get the momentum back.
There you go. So, you can tell that these bodies are probably about 700 years old.
Ooh.
I'll pass that information on to the captain as well as Valak.
Hmm. Yeah, we'll be giving them updates as we go. We'll just
Yeah.
cut. We're just cutting the clatter, you know. Okay. Well,
So whatever happened here happened around 7 centuries ago.
indeed.
Can I determine cause of death?
You want to determine a cause of death? Sure.
Ooh.
Insight, medicine, difficulty 3.
Here's another momentum.
Thank you.
Can he be assisted by anyone or any?
I'm gonna say no in this case.
Darn it.
Then take an additional 2 momentum
Okay.
for
Okay.
another dice.
Lots of dice.
Can I assist using
No.
emergency medicine?
No. Oh,
No.
sir. Free will. I think it's a little late for that.
Yes.
Using what?
These are skeletons. No, wait.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
know, we're
emergency
no, but-
medicine. Oh. Yeah.
Feed-
What I'm
feed them milk.
saying, what I'm saying is, I have some medicine training.
No. Very much
No,
no.
no assists. No assists, he said.
Yeah.
But doctor, if you want to revive the skeleton, give it some milk. I heard calcium is good for the.
Thank you, Captain. I look forward to seeing your framed medical certificate next time I visit your ready room.
From Harvard.
Ooh.
There you go. That's, and you get one of the 3 momentum you spent back.
Yep.
God bless.
Hmm. Did you send that to the correct person?
Oh
Jason?
shoot! I didn't.
I did not think so.
No, and I almost sent it to the wrong person again.
Well,
There.
Just send
there it
to
is.
Venom. I'll make use of it.
Yep, he had time to prepare.
Judging on the levels of plutonium in the bones, looks like these poor souls died from radiation poisoning. Wouldn't have been quick.
Whiz,
have been-
doctor, do you think we could have discovered that without using 3 momentum?
I didn't
Hey,
ask
you're
for
the, you're the
you
guy.
going back?
You
going
gave him
back?
that.
So they
Well-
weren't killed in the initial blast, anyway.
Understood. So, gents, do we think we can find some more crazy shenanigans down here, or should we figure out what we got from the courtroom?
Is there like a military thing that looks military around?
You guys want to try and find another place?
Yeah, I mean, have we searched this building itself thoroughly?
No.
Yeah, we-
Well, this building, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you
yeah,
wanna-
let's. We're trying to find some sort of command center.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be surprised if what's under glass doesn't turn out to be like the,
Oh yeah.
Declaration of Independence and the Constitution or something.
No, I wouldn't imagine that. But
Id plebnista, no, we the people.
No. Stop that.
I forgot about that, and oh my god.
It was the worst.
The Yangs and the Kongs.
Oh my god.
Yangs, Yankees, Kongs, Communists, Bones.
Oh my god.
We hold these proofs to be self-evident that all Venapi are created equal.
That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt me to hear. Why
So,
did you make me hear that?
So yeah, let's see if we can find. I mean, I can't imagine that there would be any kind of military command complex inside a major city. I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
that's Cheyenne Mountain kind of thing.
That and as I sort of suggested, any such facility would probably be in this section, and has probably been leveled.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, we did bring shovels and stuff, so we can see. We might want to do maybe some ground penetrating scans and see if there we can discover any kind of subterranean complex. Maybe.
Okay.
Possibly. Yeah.
I'll allow that.
Cool.
Okay. I'll.
Rugan, make with the ground penetrating radar.
Yep.
Zoom and enhance.
I'll make that a. I'll make that a insight science or insight engineering difficulty 2 check. Emergency medicine. It's a little late for that.
I can assist with insight engineering.
I'm gonna say only one person will be doing this.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Insight science or
Regan is booping away, and what does his scans say?
My wife is blending something. I'm very curious.
oof.
His scans say nothing.
Well, you.
There appears to be jack shit, Captain.
It would appear that there is no subterranean structures under this place. Again,
Yep.
it would appear that that's part of why there are so many tall buildings.
So they built up instead of down. Okay.
Of course, it makes perfect sense.
Yep. So are you guys gonna look for anything else around here?
Yeah, so let's see. No command center, no of that. Let's go bare bones basic. Can we look for a library?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I will let you guys make a reason science difficulty 2, and I will allow 2 assists because you guys are keeping an eye out.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
everyone spread out, look for a library.
Yeah.
Reason science, one more in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems that whenever he's an assist, I shouldn't roll for it because I haven't.
Much fair.
Okay. Anyone? Okay.
I'm
Sorry, it's not
Dr.
rolling on me as well. Come
Someone
on.
else wanna assist?
Yeah, I think Valak is trying. I think.
Roll 20.
I'm trying,
being
but
weird.
roll 20.
Tell
Just
me,
drop.
where are we with momentum after this?
Currently at 3.
Well, I think you just succeeded at the check +1, so I think you generated at least a momentum.
Okay,
Come
so
on, Vlok, roll.
I am trying.
Just wait for it all to
Yeah.
just come spilling out at once.
We'll just take the non-botch one.
There we go. There's 2 momentum
Yeah,
total.
Great.
and use the on top potential.
Rugan can, yeah, if he wants.
Yeah,
Reason
we've got
science.
non-tap potential. Go on, give us that one.
2. He can do 2.
Go on, you get an,
And-
you get a...
Well, here's
One
the
and
thing. Well, actually I looked it up. I think I actually just get threat.
You sure about that?
I think I do.
No.
Can we make sure of that, please, before we go on?
Here, hold on a moment. I've got the thing up right here. Untapped
look on
potential.
my
This character
deal.
is an experienced with talent and with the right future in Starfleet. They will not have an increase in need after we have avoided discipline before. Blah, 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 blah. Whenever a character succeeds at a task for which they bought 1 or more additional dice with either momentum or threat, they may roll 1 die. So if either momentum or threat was used, then we get to use that. The character receives bonus momentum equal to the roll of the die and adds
Oh,
1 point to the threat if its effect is rolled.
you have to
character-
Oh.
you have to have spent momentum in order to use that.
Yeah.
Aye.
So you
Either
Or
momentum
giving you
or
threat,
so
which we did not do.
so
So,
actually we've been sort of using that wrong, I think. A couple
Also, it's like a
times.
it's like a combination of cautious and bold.
Yeah.
no. It's if you spend threat or momentum during the roll, then you can essentially try and get some back with the untapped potential. But okay.
But yeah, so I'm not even gonna count that. Cause
Yeah, so that's not there.
Because you
But
should
we
you
still-
shouldn't have even rolled.
Alright then.
All right, but you did
Yep.
you did succeed.
Excellent.
So, interestingly enough, you don't find you don't manage to find what could be considered a library, at least not in the traditional sense. But you do, however, find a museum.
Ooh, that'll work. It belongs in a museum.
Belongs in a museum. Damn it.
It belongs in a museum.
Gentlemen, any Indiana Jones quotes will be punished soon.
So
No anime, no Indiana Jones. Come on.
So unfortunately, however, it
It's
does.
the Museum of Yarn.
How So unfortunately, I am spending 2 threat. The door appears to be barricaded.
Ooh, from the inside?
Yep.
Ooh. Well,
Hammers and nails, ladies. Hammers and nails.
We spent 2 momentum to create an advantage. The door lock is open.
no.
Just joke.
Can we
This
just
seems like a security.
Yes, Chief. Mind giving me a hand with this door?
Of course, setting my phaser to maximum overload. We'll get this sucker open, don't worry, sir.
No, Chief. What about the shoulder? Just use your shoulder.
Oh, right, because you put some phaser
Yikes. Yikes. So, so essentially, you are going to be working against the work track of this barricade, which is going to have a work track of 9. So I would like our good
Chief of security.
yeah, Chief of Security. He can use his phaser. It's control security, difficulty 2.
Okay.
Words escape you.
And don't forget, your phaser does have charge.
Yes, it does.
So you can take a minor action to charge it.
Okay, then I guess I will charge it up. Just shy of
Here's a
overload.
momentum for extra dice, just so you overkill this time.
Alright, and so...
Beat that door.
My wife is
Fate
making
of all
cupcakes.
roleplay existence. Ooh, nice.
She gives me Cthulhu gifts and makes cupcakes. She is awesome.
I swear to God, man, dude. So, roll your you roll your phaser type 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, I think that works.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And what are you gonna do with the charge?
I don't know, what can I do with the
More
charge?
damage.
I forget what.
More damage.
I think you can make it vicious.
True.
So,
Or piercing.
Yeah.
Do we need piercing for a door?
you don't need piercing for this.
I was
Then
gonna say, I
make it-
don't think
make
the
it
door
very
has shields.
So,
So just more damage, I guess.
and then you do it again. Or if you want to roll your untapped potential, now would be a good time to do that.
Okay, I'm all
Ah,
about
yes,
rolling.
we
Nope.
gamble.
No.
Didn't get anything.
Alright, so now I'm rolling my phaser again.
Yep. Shoot the door.
Oh, you should have rolled the task first.
Ah,
I will let that be the phaser roll if you get it, but you have to actually roll 2 successes first.
Yep.
and then 2 dice this time, or 3?
Unless you spend a momentum.
2 dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, someone roll an assist. Just stand behind him and help his pistol grip.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Assist.
Never give the
I
DM
asked
what you
for
want.
one.
Okay. So, that's enough to do it.
Yep.
The door blows open, and it would appear to have blown in, and it crushes a couple of skeletons on its way in.
Damn it, man.
I thought
He
it
is a
would
security
vaporize the
officer,
door,
not
not
interior
blow it up.
decorator.
Damn thing as he smacks it.
Like, I'm sorry, the fact that we could vaporize a door is just absurd and ridiculous.
And don't forget, you could also roll your untapped potential again. Oh wait, no,
Ah,
you
yeah,
can't.
no,
You can't. 'Cause
we
you,
didn't spend that time.
yep,
Yep.
you
Yeah,
didn't.
there was no.
Got to use those rules right. That's why
Yep.
that's why it seemed a little broken before.
Uh-huh.
We weren't using them right.
Uh-huh.
Ever so slightly.
So there you go.
Yep.
You are now in.
We are
Oh.
in.
Let's see what we found.
To be fair, they were already dead before I blew the door open.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just what truly is going to happen later, I do not know. But let's see what's
Well,
inside.
But they were barricading the door against something, so I doubt
Yes,
that they were worried about the radiation sickness.
I know. Let's go inside and see what we see, and hope
Mhm.
nothing is still happening. Like
Again.
I
Right.
do not want zombies here.
Yep. It unfortunately, again, going through, it looks like a lot of this place is collapsed from the inside, just structural neglect.
Hmm.
The way that goes, and I'd like someone to make me an insight engineering difficulty 2 check.
Okay.
Can I assist?
No, just one person.
You know, I have to ask every time. Just see.
Ugh.
Sorry, we're not really flying at the moment. Ooh, that's not good.
Can somebody assist him on this?
Nope.
I will allow Rugan to.
Alright, I'm good at that. I'm as good at engineering as I am at science.
Awesome.
Right. Oh no!
Oof.
It got worse.
It got worse.
Ah,
I'm gonna be
it
nice.
got worse.
I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna take that as threat.
That's not
Yeah.
very nice. You're gonna use that against us later.
Yes, I am.
Well,
Uh,
it's nicer than what it could be. Anyway.
I don't know how to proceed because this is kind of the direction I need the episode to keep moving in, but
Perhaps a back door or a window.
oh boy.
I would like to invoke my "we have to work together, damn it" value and spend a determination and see if what we need
actually,
a 2.
Actually, I'll just let you guys spend two momentum to negate that complication, or
trying.
2 momentum to get it.
Trying so hard to get that
Here's the
spotlight.
momentum to
milestone.
get it. So just take it.
Okay.
Yeah, take our momentum away.
Yeah, I'll essentially make this succeed at cost, and you guys can spend
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
You can spend that 2 momentum. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, walking around, you find yourself in another large circular room. It would appear that that's a thing with this species. Large, big circular rooms. And all along the wall, well, it's not exactly along the wall, but they're sort of hanging from the ceiling, but against the wall.
Okay.
All along the wall, you see all sorts of machines hanging from the ceiling. They look like models of some kind. Commander Valak, I'd like you to make me an insight engineering check difficulty 1.
Okay. I'll try. No, we're gonna just try it as is. We'll see what happens.
Are those spaceships or cars or something?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Yeah, but then I could
Hey.
because it's kind of my field.
I got it and a momentum.
God damn. Alright.
Interesting. They seem to be early stage probes. At least they were attempting some form of space exploration.
Yep. As you walk along the walls, you see just sort of these long hexagonal boxes with antenna arrays on the ends of them, various configurations and patterns. And I mean, these are things that are maybe the size of a trash can. Each one of them.
Okay.
Very old style technology, indicative of what you could equate to man's first forays into outer space. And you walk
Like Sputnik kind of things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things.
Yep.
But as you walk around this room, they get more advanced. They're starting to get a little bit more advanced, and the wall has this sort of star background to it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk by, the stars fade in a couple of places as the backgrounds show more rocky landscapes. And instead of being hanging from the ceiling, there are some that are on pedestals on the floor. As you see replicas of what could be considered early rovers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Gentlemen, I believe we are in the presence of true history. Just as the Apollo was to us, are these craft to these people.
Or as opportunity was to us.
Indeed, indeed.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Mars rover
This
that
looks-
just went down.
No. It's no.
No,
Balak
doesn't have it.
Balak
Okay.
has no idea.
Fair, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Does this look like a production facility?
No, this is a museum.
No. Yep.
Is
We're in the
there-
space museum.
Are there any small type of those crafts? Like
They're all
figurines?
they're not figurines, but
I think he's looking to swipe a souvenir.
Yep.
Yes,
They're all about the size of
exactly.
a trash can, maybe, a
Free Will, I'd like you to give me an insight command check.
No, I'm just trying to picture free will trying to smuggle a
difficulty
Mars
one.
rover back onto the such a ship.
Insight.
Would I have to oppose this?
No,
Okay. Gonna say.
because this is an
well,
insight
that
thing.
One.
You did get one. Free Will,
Okay.
you find the gift shop.
Oh no.
Yes. I'm gonna take models of those like spaceships that they have, and maybe like cars and things like that if they have.
Yeah, you managed to find sort of a replica of maybe one of their modes of transportation. You've seen a couple of destroyed automotive vehicles lying around, but they're slags.
Did you find any like data discs or
Yeah,
crystals?
now I was thinking of looking for like some maybe magazines.
Gift shops
or
always
something
have
like
those
that.
little. Gift shops always have little historical books and all that stuff.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
maybe
at
maps or something.
this point, anything like that is
It's good.
her
Dust.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Anything like
Yeah.
that has long since degraded.
Do they have any like spacesuit models?
Oh, I'm sure you could find one. Yeah.
Now the important
I would
question:
take one.
Do
of
they
those.
have astronaut ice cream?
And
so
Tang, because it would still be good.
so here's
And one more thing.
well-
Is there one that looks like an engine?
what do you mean an engine? Oh yeah, I mean I'm sure that there's like a model of a rocket or something.
Okay, so I'll take one that looks like a transportation thing, one that looks like a spacesuit, and one that looks like a space shuttle.
just loot.
Just looting.
You know
Oh,
that scene from the first Harry Potter when the lady with the cakes comes by and she says, "Can I get you anything off the trolley, dears?" And they say, "We'll take." Yeah, we'll take the lot.
Yeah. So
Sir, scans show that they appear to have dropped good loot.
so the so one of you said you were gonna look around for like data disks.
Yeah.
I'd like whoever's gonna do that to make insight engineering difficulty 3.
I would assist because I'm there, right?
No, you're currently
You're in the gift shop,
you're,
yeah.
you're loo-
Oh,
you're
okay.
loo- Yep.
I thought you were looking for the disc in the gift shop or
Nope,
something.
you're busy.
Nope.
You are busy in the gift shop there.
Yeah, I'm busy looting. Yeah.
Mhm.
Insight engineering difficulty 3. How are we on momentum? We got 3.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think it's worth spending some momentum.
And I will allow an assist from Rugan.
Okay, that's a good thing. So I'll
Alright,
buy an extra die because my engineering is not great.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What's your insight engineering?
Uh,
Oh,
12.
10.
Yeah. Huh.
Wait, Blackwell? Why'd Blackwell roll that?
Because I was the one who
Oh.
said that I was looking.
Yeah, he is the one that was looking for him.
You're not having any luck, Blackwell. You can try if you want, Valak.
I was gonna say, could we just go through and try?
Yes, unfortunately, Rugad's not going to be able to assist you because he gave
Yeah,
his
he's
assist to
assisting.
Screwed
He's
up last
assisting the doc. So, yep,
Well, it's difficulty 2, right?
Valak. I said 3.
3. Oh, right. Okay.
Yep. difficulty 3. So, well,
Might want
Oh,
to.
wait, I can re-roll one of those zeros actually because I
n-
spent momentum.
That's only for medicine.
nope.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
It's
But,
specific for him.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure. Ooh, do I want to spend momentum? Wait, I have cautious. So yeah, let's.
Yeah, and I was gonna say this is
Yeah, I'll give you one.
this is difficulty 3.
Yep, it's difficulty
you
3.
What are your focuses, by the way?
Sorry. Come on, roll 20. What is going on?
You don't have a focus.
Yeah, I know. I don't have a focus for him there. Like, nothing for pertaining to this, but come on.
Row 20 hates you.
there you go.
And you got it. Okay.
Ah,
So here's the thing. You don't find any sort of data storage devices here, because besides any kind of data storage device would have degraded in the air by now.
gotcha.
But you do spot one thing. And the other thing is, on all of these probes, these are all just models.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of these are very heavily enclosed. But on one of the models of one of the rovers that is on that is depicted against this sort of rocky, dull gray background,
Has a golden record.
it has what looks like a small little computer core nestled inside of its open frame, separate from what you could probably gather to be the main computational unit. That
Oh.
looks to be a storage device of some kind. This is clearly just a replica, though. That's why it's lasted so
Yeah.
long.
Gotcha. Well,
It's just a cast piece of metal.
yeah. So, well, it's interesting there, but. Guess, yeah, we'll be scanning everything and documenting everything.
Mhm.
Any other ideas, folks?
Did you find what was that an actual memory core or was it just a?
Oh, no. It's
Oh, okay.
still just the model there, so.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, let's
Can we
scan
add-
about.
Can we add that model to the tricorder and start scanning for more of those? If you understand where I'm going with it.
Oh, so
as like now we know what we're looking for, kind of thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll say you got scans of that.
cool. So yeah,
Well, let's see what else we can find. Okay, we've looked for a library and found a museum. Found some sort of judicial hall.
Yep, but now we can look for basically the shape of their computers and
Form factor, yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, let's see what we can find.
Okay. What are you looking for specific? Because I assume you're leaving the museum then?
Yeah, if we need to here, but we can.
Okay, what else are you
We're
gonna-
looking for some form of computers.
Okay. I'm gonna say through your... I'm not gonna have... no, I will have you roll for this. Give me an insight engineering check. Difficulty 2.
Okay.
And Rugan can assist.
I was about to ask. Yep.
Sorry, you took the worst moment to go AFK. I'm just downstairs, laying the back up.
Nope. Just need assist there.
So you've already got your momentum back. Let's see if Rugan gets you any more. Yes, he does.
Nice.
Nice.
There we are.
All right, now we can go back up.
Okay.
3.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. Again, it's difficult because any computers that you might anywhere that you might find some kind of a computer system, anything inside of it is just so horrifically degraded that it's not even worth trying. But you do manage to find and plot out what looks like network cabling.
Ooh.
At least the posts that would hold network cabling. Some of it's collapsed, a lot of it's collapsed actually, but you managed to find the networking.
So we could potentially follow this if need be.
Back to, yeah.
Excellent. Proper cable management.
Yep, there is indeed proper cable management. And I would even say that for a momentum, you can determine where some of the cabling that leads out of the city goes.
Yeah. Let's do that. Figure out where we're going.
Okay. Some of the cabling leads to, from what your scans indicate, some of the other cities on the planet, a couple of the other cities on the continent, at least in the vague direction of them. And some of the network cabling goes off in the direction of those wefts of what I described to you as looking like waves of black glass.
Ah.
Off in that direction.
Okay.
So are you going to walk in that direction, or are you gonna try and check out one of the other cities?
If there's some sort of military bunker that might potentially still survive, it's going to be, that would have been a target for the nuke.
I concur. Well, so it looks like we're going to the fields of black glass.
So
Definitely scanning ahead for radiation peaks.
Please.
yeah, as you are going that way, yeah, there is a slightly higher level of radiation. Nothing debilitating.
Okay.
But
Anything the Horonlin won't be able to handle?
nothing the Horonlin won't be able to handle.
Okay.
In fact, you might have even been able to make this trip without the Horonlin.
There's no need to tell them
Say
that.
better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's something you would know by your readings.
Right. So we're still good, Commander.
So as you walk towards the edge of the city and the buildings thin out, you see it in the distance. As the metal ground starts to give way to soil, you see what is off in the distance. These aren't exactly fields. No, these are full-on mountains.
Ooh.
These wires lead off into a mountain range of what you can, at least again from by the naked eye, looks to be made of just smooth black glass.
What is Cheyenne Mountain?
Yeah. How far away are these?
If you wanted to make a walk for it, you could probably walk that distance in a matter of 4 hours to get to the mountains. And then you don't know exactly how long it would take you to climb them if you had to.
Screw that. We're in the future. Let's have Biss send us.
Yes, let's have
like
this send down
excited.
a shuttle and then we'll fly over there. That works. That sounds like an excellent idea.
I'm down.
Yeah, free will could fly us around. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm. So you guys want to beam up then?
And it would be a lot less dangerous than fooling around with that thing that tears apart our bodies into molecules, translates them to an electronic data stream, and then tries to reassemble it again.
Mm-hmm. So you guys
Doctor,
want...
it is. The transporters are extremely safe. I can guarantee you.
Oh no.
What's the failure rate?
Next to nothing.
That's that next to that bothers me, Commander.
Oh no.
I've seen what
As
happens
with-
to that next to. It's not pretty. I
We
got a friend
also
with a
seem
mechanical
to-
leg because of that next to nothing.
We also seem to lose several shuttles, so.
But you never die. You just leave them behind.
Okay, so you guys want to beam back up to the ship then?
Yep, back up to the ship.
Okay,
Set up our nice enhancers and.
Bis, give me that roll of, I'm gonna spend the 2 threat again to increase the difficulty to back to
Yep.
2.
Giving him a momentum. Complication range back down to 1. He has a focus, 3 dice, assisted by the ship again.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
God damn you, Biss!
Wow.
The
Gain
madman!
that momentum back.
Oh shit, I exited roll 20, give me a
Whoops.
oopsie
Alright.
oopsie. Did an owie wowie.
Uh-huh.
Back to the ship.
But we succeeded anyway, so anything the ship generates is momentum. Let's see.
Oh yeah, the ship does get...
sensors and-
Yes, sensors engineering.
Yep.
Nice.
That's a momentum.
Alright, so we're at 3.
Sweet. So with the hum of the transporters, unfortunately, you don't get to take those pattern enhancers with you.
True.
Those are left.
They stay
Those
here.
are left behind on the planet's surface. But you.
GG smiles some
Yep.
as he leaves it behind.
Yep. But you now find yourselves back aboard the transporter pad.
I hate these things.
Should we have a look at the book, at what we found
Oh, the
first?
paper?
Just
No.
because maybe some cultural
Oh, yeah,
information that we can get?
We're gonna check in with the science team that was studying them, so.
So
And
would one of you guys like to go off and because if one of you guys wants to go assist the science, because the science team, I'll say now, they're not going to get anything on their own. One of you guys
Right.
is going to
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
make some checks. So
Yep.
if one of you guys wants to go off to handle the science stuff,
Alright, let's do that then.
Yep, Lieutenant, if you would, just go check in with the science team. I need to check in with our captain, and we'll see about flying down.
okay?
Aye, sir, right away.
So the bunch, so Rugan goes off on his own. The rest of you walk back on to the bridge.
I will stand up. Gentlemen, you've returned sooner than I expected. Is everything okay?
They've been.
Oh yeah, we've been gone for several hours.
Yeah, they've been.
Yeah, I was,
they've
the,
been
you
gone.
know, the computer tea, Earl Grey hot, in the chair,
Yeah.
nod off a bit.
Yeah, they've been gone for maybe about 5 hours.
Uh-huh, yeah, I
well,
was
sir-
expecting them to be there the whole day.
Sir, we were able to discover a network cable system which seemed to lead to a mountainous area. We decided it best to beam up and fly down.
Oh my god, you want to use the shuttles command?
I think that's probably the best way to go, Captain.
You would see
I
a very
will,
big smile
facepalm.
on my face.
Facepalm. Gentlemen, this is a direct order this time. If you break it, there will be a court-martial. Bring my shuttle back. I'm embarrassed when we keep going back to Narendra Station. I have to ask for spares.
Well, I've got a 50-50 return ratio. Not bad compared to some.
Well, and this time we've got Lieutenant Freewill, who he won't leave a flying crap behind.
Oh no.
There will be no emergency beamouts, gentlemen. You will fly out there. Is that under?
you will
Aye, Captain.
you will fly back out of there, or you're going to walk.
Thank you, Captain.
You're going to
If-
fly out of there, or you are going to walk back into orbit.
If you need any rest before you head down, you may have yourself a little lunch or dinner at the cafe before you head out.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm starved.
Ruben doesn't
That
sound
seems a
good.
plan. Have a little nibble.
Oh,
So, GM, I have a question just because RP reasons. Are those like figurines that I took, do I need to scan them for like being something wrong with them?
no, they're fine.
Okay.
There is no background radiation on.
No, because again, it's all pretty much all the radiation you guys have detected is all in the upper atmosphere, which is why beaming down was so difficult.
Told you we should have flown.
Okay, well, get yourselves down to the cafeteria and get some.
Okay.
If you want to check back in before you head out, I'll be in my quarters, nodding off.
Okay.
Kiji's gone before you even finish the sentence.
So yeah, you guys, I'll say, yeah, sure, you can go down to the mess hall.
So break time. Yeah.
Break time. You guys want to do like a RP scene? I'd be down for that.
Or we can
I-
do an IRL toilet break because I need.
Oh.
Well, yeah, if you need to go, then
That too is a possibility. That too is a possibility.
So yeah, you guys do some RP if you want.
I would have only 3 things that I would do, and then I'll take like 5 to 6 minutes break. I'll put the figurine with the space astronaut thingy. I'll put it on the captain's chair. I'll
Oh,
get
no.
the rocket figurine, put it on Vlog's chair, like engineering, his main console thing, whatever. And the other one I will take in my room.
So not only did you loot, you're now sharing the loot.
Yeah, but the thing is that I'm putting it, trying to. Nobody knows who put them
Ooh,
there.
Okay.
It
So
appears.
I'm just sneaking them there. You know what? After we talk to the captain, when everybody like moves, captain moves to his quarter. I just move close to his chair, put the figurine there, continue my thing, going to engineering, doing same thing, like asking for Vlog. He's not there. Okay, I'll put the figurine, go away, something like that.
Okay, so basically during our mess hall scene, you're just doing this.
You're bopping around.
Yes, and nobody would know who put them. So.
Okay.
Nobody would know from the where these things came from the planet we just got from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
nobody would know. Nobody would know who they came from. When,
I mean, Vlog, think
from our
about it.
away team.
They could be an entity outside putting them there.
Oh yeah.
Any whom. So, yeah, you guys are in the mess hall.
Oh yeah, so I'll get a Reuben with extra corned beef and some fries and some sparkling water,
Mm-hmm.
and have a seat by one of the windows or viewports.
Good, that one works.
I'll get a Hasperat, extra hot.
What's a Hasperat?
It's Bajoran food.
Mhm.
No.
You would, I think you'd love it. You should try a little bit.
Well, sure. You want a bit of a Reuben?
Yeah, sure. You can put a little Hasperat on your Reuben, and I'll put some Reuben in my Hasperat.
All right, sounds good.
Oh boy. What is Hasperat?
From what I understand, just from watching the show, I think it's like a paste almost, like, and then you put it in like almost a burrito soft shell.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's Bajoran baked refried beans.
Basically, yeah.
Sounds like.
But they're usually extremely spicy. Like,
Oh.
they
Oh.
talk about how, traditional made will make your eyes water.
Neat.
I'll see your house brought and raise you sauerkraut.
So yeah,
House brought and sauerkraut.
so you take some of the sauerkraut out of your Reuben and give it to him. You put some of the Hasperat on it. And
So what made you decide to join Starfleet, Kiji?
Well, back home I had the option of either raising cattle and working fields or going somewhere else. So I decided to go somewhere else.
That makes a lot of sense. Kind of my same story too. My parents were also agronomists on a colony world, and while I sometimes miss the wide open spaces, that was definitely not the life that I wanted.
Yeah, I knew from a young age that I was meant for something more, and I think I'm really going to prove to Captain and the rest of you that I can pull my weight in Starfleet.
I think you've already proven that beyond any shadow of a doubt, Mr. Kiji. You've been a valuable member of the crew ever since I've come aboard. And Lord knows this is the first away mission I've been on where you haven't been in command, so I'd say you can consider whatever proving you wanted to do done.
Well, thank you, sir. It means a lot, and I mean, did you see how I handled that door with my phaser? It was quite beautiful, wasn't it?
That's one word for it. I would have preferred to have been able to examine the skeletons, but, things happen.
Well, you see one skeleton, you seen them all.
No, that's totally untrue. Every skeleton has a tale to tell. And he
But,
turns into bones.
They're dead. They can't talk.
No, you'd be surprised.
dead men do tell tales.
Dead men do tell tales. You just have to know how to ask the right questions in the right ways.
And at that point, as the ship is turning, you do manage to note that the planet is right outside the window.
So do you think all that black is that glassy stuff?
Maybe. I don't know. It could be.
I was just assuming that was, the result of nuclear detonations, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a natural feature.
That would definitely be interesting, but every planet has its charm. You just have to know where to look for it.
Fair enough. Well, we'll be getting plenty enough of a close look at those glass mountains soon enough.
Yes, I am quite excited to explore them myself.
Well, and your expertise will probably come in needed if we're heading to some sort of military or government headquarters.
Yes, or I suspect that the terrain will be quite harsh around it, being mountainous. I have quite a bit of experience as a survivalist.
Do you?
Oh, yes.
I don't know. After growing up on a colony world, a frontier, I have always come to believe that the history of man has to do a lot with the search for air conditioning and climate control and replicators, rather than camping.
Oh, I use any opportunity to get away from the farm. I'll go out into the desert, away from the colony, and would spend weeks there until my parents would usually send out some rescue thing to find out where I was.
Hover car parents?
Oh yes, they enjoyed all amenities of Starfleet, but you know, the real measure of a character is how you do without all the technology around you, when it's just you against the environment.
Well, that's as may be, but trust me, when it comes to medicine, you want all the help you can get. Some of my historical classes at Starfleet Medical, you would not believe some of the barbarities that were considered the cutting edge of medicine for a long time.
I could see that. I can't say I know much about medicine. I think I saw someone show me how to use a hypospray once, but that's about the extent of my medical training.
Well, I guess consider the difference between a chemical-fueled projectile weapon and a phaser.
Yes.
You couldn't have done what you did to that door with a old-style Earth pistol.
Oh, you'd be surprised what you can do with chemical propellants.
I suppose I might be.
So with that,
Good.
I think that'd be a good opportunity to hop over to Rugan.
So,
Alright.
before, can somebody versed in Trek lore tell me, are those suits that they wear completely impervious to like extreme colds, or do you need cold suits?
Oh, what the
Nah.
Environment
The
suits?
uniform. The uniforms, the
No.
standard uniforms.
Oh,
because
certainly
No, they're
not.
just standard cloth.
So, out
I'm
of
not
character,
gonna lie.
if you guys are going into the mountains, you might want to bring something nice and.
For a second, I thought you were saying, "Here, can somebody versed in Shrek lore give me an idea or something?"
Oh no.
Shut up, donkey!
I was confused for a
Swamp.
moment.
No.
Get out of my
Theoretically, there's
swamp.
supposed to be a kind of a smart cloth that
Yeah.
is comfortable in numerous conditions, but at the end of the day, they're basically just
Pajamas.
Yeah.
Glorified pajamas.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're not I'll tell you now, you're not gonna need EV suits.
Starfleet onesie.
So we're gonna hop over to Rugan in the science labs, where
All right.
centered around this table, usually you have usually you'd think, oh, in at the center of this table is some scientific curiosity that we're studying. But no, sitting in the center of that table underneath a dome of glass is a piece of yellowed paper.
All right then. We have all sorts of things to learn here.
Okay, so if you want to try to translate the text on it, this'll be a bit of an extended task.
First things first, what's it made out of, can I tell?
What's it made of? It's a parchment. It's a parchment, probably made out of some kind of plant fiber.
All right then, translation time.
Yep. This is going to be a reason science difficulty 4.
All right.
Assisted by the ship's computers science. Work track 10. Magnitude 3. Resistance 2.
I'm good with resistance. I am very good with resistance. Now, let's see.
And I'm gonna spend 2 threat.
Oh,
I was gonna say I'm gonna spend 2 threat to increase the complication range. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna immediately take that threat back.
Alright.
Because you kind of jumped into it without... Because remember, it is difficulty 4.
That is very true. It's
Is
difficulty
he
4.
assisted by the computer science?
Right.
Aye, assisted by the ship as well.
Let's see this. Maybe the ship gets a crit. Maybe.
Nope.
Can you try again?
I'm gonna spend that 2 threat again, though. The complication range goes up by 1.
Alright,
Alright.
Rugan, here's a momentum used. Grennan, take 2 additional threat. Rugan, give yourself another die.
Alright.
Nice.
You're gonna
So
be
up to
rolling
3 dice
4
now?
No, you're gonna be rolling
4
4
dice. Even better.
And you get to reroll because
Oh my
god,
goodness.
dude, you need those rerolls. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely
reroll
do.
both of those because you can
He can't... Oh, that's right, because he has the...
momentum.
Wait, what?
Aye,
He does...
I have
Wait, you don't have caution.
him.
You don't have cautious
technical
science,
expertise.
but you don't
I
have...
have technical expertise is what I have.
Right, but you... Can you re-roll any number?
No, I can re-roll 1 die.
So you're still gonna have a complication.
Aye.
Well, reroll the one then. God, a 19 and a 20. Look at that shit.
Not my day.
You still didn't succeed.
Nope.
So...
It is absolutely not my day.
What are you trying to hit 4?
Yeah, he's trying to hit 4 and
Wow.
he's just not rolling it.
Can we activate Chief Watch Officer Bisbee to assist him along with the...
Sure, I will allow that. But
Alright.
but that's gonna be for the next roll.
Sure, yeah.
So
Rugan, here's the final momentum.
so I am going to again spend 2 threat to increase the complication range.
Alright. And now, so it's how many dice again this time?
4 again. Or
Alright.
I
no,
will
no,
give,
3.
I will give Bisbee a focus in ancient languages.
Or just linguistics works.
Situational, but yes.
About goddamn time.
Oh, and I hang on. So, I should have mentioned this. I'm setting it up this way now. With that complication, you're determining that this thing is a lot more fragile than you originally thought it was. You're maybe only going to be able to do 3 more tests on it before before you're gonna cause some
Alright.
damage to it.
Alright, that being said,
How much did we get?
also,
3, 4,
it's
5.
great.
You generated 2 momentum. So now rolled 6 dice.
I get to avoid 2 resistance.
Alrighty, that's
Here's a
fine.
momentum to re-roll those 3 other dice that got on zeros.
We don't
So
need that right
re-roll.
now, do we?
Yeah, you can do that.
It's,
Yep, you can do that.
well, I mean, do we?
You can.
But do we need to? Oh, I see. Aye, that's why.
It's
So
progress.
we would.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Is progress.
Mhm.
All right. So now just roll that one more time.
There you
Is
go. See?
There we are.
That is.
And also, you did spend momentum, so if you'd like the potential,
Oh yeah,
That's a good
untapped
plan. We'll
potential.
have to do that too. Why not? Why not?
Roll all the dice.
And you
There
Yeah,
you go.
roll.
Ba-
yeah.
you get a momentum. Alrighty. So you have another 2 chances.
Here, however,
Did
sorry.
we get any
Just one more
breakthroughs?
time. Right, just real quick, breaking it down again.
So
Just that whole, just so I'm trying to just breaking down that whole sequence again.
so what you
Sorry,
have.
just to figure out exactly what happened with them.
Okay, so you generated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. You rolled 7, so that is a breakthrough. You managed to translate about a third of it. You do have one confirmation now. That word that you got is indeed the name of this race.
Ah,
Okay, we're gonna roll the same thing again.
Because it's used in very much similar ways to on Earth documents of similar types. It's very much used in the same way as they say man or human.
we the Venathi. Yes, I was correct about that one.
In the course of Venathi events type of thing. In the
We
in
roll
the,
the same thing again.
That's what we've got.
in the Venathi eye. So yeah, that is a confirmation for you.
So we're done. Here's another momentum. Bisbee is gonna roll his assists, and the ship is gonna roll his assists when you do your roll. So go on.
Alright, perfect. Now, let's see what we figure out.
I am going to spend 2 threat to again increase the complication range, and the the difficulty is now 3
Okay.
Alright,
because you did get a breakthrough.
so roll 2 die.
3 dice.
Yep, we're spending
3
another
dice,
one.
even better.
Mhm.
There we are, and that's a success.
See if
No,
Oh.
Bisbee.
Reroll that die. I'm absolutely going to
I'll-
reroll that die because I can do that. I can even do the ships.
Is it? Does it say it can be an assist?
Whenever you attempt a task assisted by the ship's computers or sensors, you may reroll 1d20, which may be the ship's die.
I don't know if it can be the assisters.
I'm not assistant. Whenever
we
it's
would
the ship's
generate.
assistant, it specifically says
You
it may
would
be the ship's
generate
die.
2 additional ones.
Or is that not the ship he's
I don't know
rolling
about
for?
That was Bisbee's assist. I'm gonna take that back as threat.
Ah, that was
Wait,
no,
no.
Hang on. We
Oh.
generated 2 additional momentum,
I
so
shouldn't-
screw your complication. We're
Okay. Oh, fair enough. No, in fact, I was gonna take that as a complication, but you're spending 2 momentum, so
There we are.
that's fair.
Yep, because we did just get it, so.
Okay, so roll your challenge dice again.
Alright.
Damn.
Nice.
2,
There
4,
we are.
6, 8, 9. You have succeeded at the extended task.
Yep.
Mad.
And also, untap potential again, see if we gain some more.
Aye, let's give her.
Gamble.
Come on, 23! Come on, 23!
You get a one. You get one. So
Yeah.
so yeah, the you managed to translate this thing, and it's nothing like, say, it's not like a Declaration of Independence or anything, but it is, however, an oath of office.
Ah.
It's the original copy of what could be considered the oath of office for someone taking up a high-level governmental role in a council.
So it looks like the species may have been run by a council as opposed to a singular leader. This may have been the oath that they took upon taking this council seat.
Fascinating.
So there's your
what?
so that's what you have learned. But while you are doing that, though, we are going to cut over to
Yay!
with Free Will, Blackwell, Jueza, and Valak.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Which free will is already there talking to the ship.
Blackwell happily pats the support strut for the nacelle as he walks in.
Well, gentlemen, Shall we commence?
Which kind of shuttle are you using?
Runabout.
You can't support
Oh,
a
no,
runabout.
Not the runabout. The
Then this thing that's in here. See,
yeah.
No,
The,
that
the-
only says
wait, that's a
four,
wave
I-
rider, isn't it?
Yeah.
no. That's a Type 9, I think it is. Is that
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's,
the totally disposable ones
well,
from Voyager?
I gotta look it up because
Yeah.
you're trying to bring 4 people with you.
A
That's
Type
true.
9 will seat 4,
It will.
but if we've got gear and
Yeah,
stuff,
they made a point in Voyager that they would cram cadets in there for a week to see how well they
Yeah.
handle it. So
I'd say that you can store your equipment in there. It'll be tight.
Cool.
It'll be a bit of a tight fit, but you're only going down to the planet.
well, I mean, we could always take a Type 8 or whatever the. I'm sure we have one of those on board.
Let me find.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Can we like spend an episode one time and make our own Delta Flyer?
I already have a combat ship.
Absolutely fucking not, because you're not going to take care of the son bitch.
No, it's not on this
Dude,
ship. Combat
No, now I'm wondering about actually building something like the Delta Flyer, considering we keep crashing and losing all of our disposable ones.
This is-
Exactly. You're just going to
Make something with like autopilot that will drive itself home once you guys are dead.
Yeah, like literally make it so it just comes back.
Space horse.
We'll call it the boomerang.
Actually, it says the Type 9. Type 9 is 1 plus 2 passengers.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Type 8 it is then.
yeah, Type 8 is 1 or 2 plus 6 passengers.
Type 8.
Yep. So y'all get on board and silently Free Will pilots the shuttle out of the bay.
Down to the mountain we go.
All right. I would like Free Will to make me a control con difficulty 2 check because you are piloting through this very light radiation field in the upper atmosphere.
So what do you want me to roll?
Control con assisted by the shuttle's engines con.
With the focus in helm operation?
Do you have small craft?
Nope. I have computers, helm operation, warp drive, and combat maneuvers. That's
I'm
my-
gonna say no because I think helm operations is supposed to be for the big ships.
Yep.
Helm.
GG could always take over. I actually do have some.
Can I get one momentum for cautious and
Yeah, you may.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and I
God.
think you might have a talent. No, precision maneuvering
No.
doesn't work here.
no, because it's not collision or something like
Uh-huh.
that. So what's the difficulty?
Difficulty is 2. What? Oh.
So
I
get 2 momentum and you get to 1 threat.
I don't. Again, we have to check this. I don't think you guys actually get momentum.
Rugan, pull the book out.
No, like I think we
Right.
do get momentum. It's just we were using it wrong by we have to spend momentum. Or
Right,
threat
but
first.
that's the thing
yes.
is I don't know if it says that you guys get momentum.
It says here,
Here.
character receives bonus momentum equal to the roll of the challenge die and adds 1 point to the threat if the effect is...
Okay, and it's the and that's important.
Ah.
So okay,
Yeah, so...
Yep.
So we get both.
okay. So if it said or, then I would say no. But
Yep.
okay, that's
but-
fair. I'll take a threat.
The reason it seemed so powerful before was because we were using it all the time when we shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, without using the momentum, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But now we know that, so
So yeah. And the
So we
the
are
shuttle.
at 4 momentum
We
now.
were just using an arse load of momentum because of the Hadfield.
So the shuttle should also be assisting.
Oh,
oh
yeah.
yep.
With its engines con.
Alright, roll. Engines.
Got it.
on.
Nope. But that's okay.
Nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we still made it. So
So you pilot it down into the atmosphere. That's the easy part. Now you're gonna have to pilot this thing into the mountain range. So, I assume that's what you do. You want to pilot it into the mountain range, or do you want to set it down at the edge of the mountain range and then you can climb up?
Can we do a flyby over it just to see if there's like a spot where we should land?
Okay. Do you want to try to do a scan?
Yep.
Okay.
sure, yeah, let's.
Someone should be at ops. Who's gonna be at ops?
That's true. We sent Doc maybe. Like what's
What are we doing?
What's the?
we need someone at basically someone doing sciencey stuff. Doc, what's your
Rugan?
science?
I've got a 3 in science.
Okay, so I'm the same.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be Kiji, that's for sure.
So in
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
case,
so-
Where's Rugan?
Yeah, he's back.
Right.
We're doing this while he's the one up on the ship deciphering what we got. That's
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
So depending on it all depends, I guess, on what the other half of the equation is.
so this is going to be this is going to be insight science assisted by the shuttle's sensors science.
Okay, I've got an insight of 11, which will give me a total of 14.
yep. So you there. You just beat me. So
Okay. What's our target number?
Give you the food.
This is a difficulty of 2.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to take a momentum for an extra die just to get this. And oh, science
Dang.
the shit out of it.
So 5 now.
Okay.
Sadie.
Oh. Well, my wife made homemade buttercream.
Come on, share it with the group.
No,
we don't have the ability to download that yet.
buttercream
so
icing.
sorry.
Oh my god.
Beam it, of course. What do you mean download it?
I'm sorry. I just think of those old bits before you get on your rental VHS. It's like you wouldn't download a car, you wouldn't download this, and I'm like, of course I would download stuff.
Hang on.
I would absolutely download a car and a coat.
No doubt.
Uh,
Grin has probably sent me a message that I haven't seen.
yeah, no, it's I just need a couple more seconds to finish
Oh,
this.
here we go.
Yep, he's
I had all
typing it
my
up.
rule books up, so I couldn't see Discord.
You should scan it because I have a free
There you go.
printer.
Done.
Okay. Huh. So it looks like this entire mountain range is composed of obsidian, which looks like it's kind of consistent with the rest of the volcanic soil the planet's made out of. And free will, there's not exactly a fantastic place to land, but it's not an impossible site. And I'd picking up a structure about 20 minutes walk from that closest possible landing location, which is here. Beep, boop, boop.
Yep. So you see a point. You see a point maybe about 2/3 the way up the mountain that you could land at.
And by
Nice.
our calculations, the cable kind of heads that way, right?
About.
Okay, then I'll land it there.
Okay. So this is
Bring us down.
this is gonna be Control Con difficulty 3, but I'm gonna spend 2 threat to increase it to 4, but your talent brings it down back to 3 again.
Here is 3 momentum to roll an additional 2 dice. And the shuttle will assist with engines con. Hello.
Reroll
Did
that,
I die?
Reroll that 0, and then
And
4
shuttle?
successes.
yep, the
5
shuttle.
successes.
Yep, shuttle
So we
generate.
get 3 momentum back?
2. You get 2.
Oh, 2 momentum back. Okay.
Mhm.
Hold on, hold. God
Get a
damn
threat
it.
gun.
Or wait,
Yeah,
actually,
we get
I'm sorry. I think I did. No, I'm sorry. It is back at 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was back at 4. So you only generated 1. So you get 2 momentum, but I get a threat.
Mm.
Okay. So yes, you guys managed to put yourselves down in a rather nice little outcropping. You guys are gonna have to walk the rest of the way there on this sharp obsidian uh, mountain.
It's too bad the captain outlawed Indiana Jones.
So,
But
I know, right?
so this is gonna be a fitness security difficulty.
Oh my-
Fitness security difficulty 2.
oh god.
I am going to spend 2 threat to increase the complication range by 1.
And everyone rolls, or
Yes, everyone rolls fitness security difficulty 2.
Sorry, I got Captain Kirk is climbing the mountain. Why is he climbing the mountain?
Oh,
Because it is there.
doctor.
You really don't like obsidian, Doctor.
Ooh.
And Valak.
He's a
Yep,
doctor, not
tried.
an escalator.
Not an escalator. Come on. Roll.
I'll take that first one, so only one
Both the same.
only one of you succeeded. So
Awesome.
I'm just going to use this to roll. That seems no. Where's my nearest thing that I can use to roll some challenge dice? Here we go. That'll do.
should we spend a couple of minutes to get rid of that complication? We only rolled 1 out of all that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Graham, here's 2 momentum.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
Okay, so
So our
one,
doc is not the one that goes
three.
out, you know?
Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's
All of you.
actually he
Somebody's
is
dead.
he is the one that that's 2, 3, 4.
No.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, the doctor takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, 6 stress. So that is an injury unless you want to spend a determination to avoid it.
Yes, I will spend a determination to avoid it. Do I have to link that to a value?
Nope. You just
Nope.
spend you just spend your determination.
Yes,
So yeah.
to avoid it. So
Don't
that's
fall again, though. That'll be a problem if you do.
So yeah, as you're walking up the last corner, you slip on the sheer surface of the ground beneath you because again, this was kind of slow going. The ground is sheer as ice. You slip, and you stop yourself with your hands, and you feel your hands get all cut up against the glassy ground. And then you look up, and right in front of your face was a point that, ooh boy, if you had landed maybe 5 inches further, yeah, that would have
Ooh.
gone right into your skull.
oof. Here's where the bonus of being resolute comes in handy with the extra stress.
Yeah,
And veteran, so I get to run a challenge die, see if I can
Oh.
get that back.
yeah, that's true.
So 1 die.
Come on, doctor. You
Come
can't be
on,
getting
doc.
hurt.
No, you're supposed to roll a challenge die.
Oh, right. I don't know what I'm doing there. Sorry. Challenge die.
Remember,
It's so
doctor,
rarely
you
that
get
I roll
hurt,
challenge die.
I take over.
You get it back.
Please.
He gets his he does get his determination back.
Nice.
Nice.
And
on,
I
Doc.
will use
Stop
my med
sliding.
kit to doctor up my hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the rest of the way there, you see him. He's watching his step a little bit closer, but he's also spraying his hand down with a dermal regenerator. And
Out of curiosity,
hang on. So at
it's
this
already
point,
bad.
Valak, I want you to make an insight engineering check.
Oh,
And actually, Dr. Black, difficulty 1, and Dr. Blackwell, I want you to make an insight medicine check, difficulty 1.
Okay. We generate some momentum there.
there it is. Both getting momentum. Cool.
And
Oops. Oh, Discord, come back.
Do we get any momentum out of this, GM?
Yeah, we each got one.
Oh, okay. So we are at 5.
At 4.
Yep, so I sent you both your respective info.
Commander Vlock, I'm detecting a dozen life signs, very faint.
And
Can
I'm
I-
detecting a power signature.
Can I tell the direction?
Yep, it is in the direction of this structure that you guys are making your way towards.
Oh no!
We should definitely let the captain know.
Yep.
This may be about to turn into a first contact situation.
So beep. Beeping the captain.
Uh-huh, yep.
This is Commander Jacoby. I'm asleep, Captain. Commander.
Sir, just letting you know, as we approached the structure we found here, we've detected power signatures and life signs.
What in the goddamn?
He just sits up, bolts straight up, right in bed.
Wanna beam down, Captain?
I think it's a bit late for that. Commander Vlock, you know what to do. If you absolutely need my presence, I will beam down. Do you want me to beam?
Okay, one side note. I'm assuming from the technology we looked at the museum and all that stuff, this is not warp capable. So
No, it is not.
yeah. So just wanted to make sure before I said so. Sir, I imagine we need to approach with caution. This is not a warp capable society.
Oh, you hadn't informed me of that earlier, Commander. Right.
Oh no, this is
The devil with warp capable. These people, we've got survivors down here.
And the life
Doctor,
signs
it's
faint.
not our place to interfere. The Prime Directive is very clear about this, is it not?
Maybe your prime directive is. I don't know.
Well, Captain,
Commander.
if,
Oh, sorry, go on.
if they're not warp capable, perhaps we should abort the mission, return back to the shuttlecraft, and bring it home.
That would be my suggestion. However, I left the operation in the hands of Commander Vlock. Commander Vlock, I'll pretend you didn't just call me and wake. Carry on with the mission. Jacoby out.
Jacoby needs his beauty sleep.
oh my god. No, what I heard there is if shit goes wrong, I'm the one in trouble. Well,
Like it noted that I officially protest this.
I would be like, come on, let's go, and I will start heading forward towards the door of that.
free will. Hold up. We need to be careful here. Let's approach cautiously, see if we can stealth our way in, I believe as the saying goes. See if we can attempt to get a visual on any of them. Possibly come back down with some alterations if we can.
I have a question. Did the doctor specify that the life signs were faint to everybody else?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so fading.
Okay.
You guys want to hurry up.
Yeah,
it was
I
faint.
would.
It wasn't fading. It was just they were faint life signs.
Yeah, it's
I
not
would
like
be like,
die.
come on, they need our help, and like try to push you to go.
Kichi would be trying to get a little more cautious approach.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's
So as
be
you
careful here, approach slowly.
So, as you all round an outcropping, you see the facility, and it becomes very apparent to you why this place still has power. The place is covered in solar panels. And
Solar panels everywhere.
and at this altitude, they don't have to deal with any kind of dust covering them. And with the extremely solid nature of these of the obsidian in its surroundings, it there might be one that like an obsidian crag is broken and fallen onto it and broken it, but other than that, they're all completely intact. And so this place still has power.
I will go to the security officer, like close to him, and say, like, "Do you see any defenses?"
I carefully look the place over, and I see.
Insight security difficulty 1. Okay, get a momentum.
Nice.
So we are
Alright.
at 5 right now, right?
Are we? Okay.
Yep.
I think. Oh, is it 5? Okay.
It was. I remember last time being 4, so.
Yep, you forgot to add one because both the doc and I had to discover 2 separate things from our rolls.
All right.
So dogs are guarding it.
Well, I don't see any kind of automated defenses, but looks like there could be some garrisons where guards could be watching.
Well, I look what I sent you. Read that one more time.
Oh, a couple
They are unmanned.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
They are very empty. No, I mean these are like, these are like enough place for maybe a couple of people to stand behind them with guns, and then duck behind them in a firefight.
Right. I just said there was places where guards could
Yeah.
stand.
Mhm.
So, I assume you guys are gonna go in.
Yeah, I'll be like, then let's go, and I will start heading towards the compound.
And I will grab you and pull you back cautiously. And we'll continue on.
Okay. Door.
I start doing the sneaky move, like making fun of you.
The door hisses open, and the musty air inside wafts out at you.
Ugh.
This place has clearly not been opened in a long time.
But the life signs are within somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the
Yeah.
power, obviously.
Well, the power is just this whole facility.
Yep, okay. So,
But
Well-
your results were just telling you that this place still had power.
gotcha. So,
Are the lights on?
No.
Is
I'm
there
sure
a
we have those
switch?
little wristy flashlights.
Yes, you do.
all right.
Is there a switch to turn them on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sure you
let's-
could do that.
Continue on inside.
Yeah, the lights are flickering real badly, because, I mean, most of them are entirely burned out anyway.
Mm.
Like, in fact, most of them burn out the moment you turn them on. A couple stay flickering for a few minutes, maybe.
Mm.
But more or less, you guys do have to navigate by the light.
Right.
So, how are you going to try and find these? Are you going to try and just scan for the life signs?
Yeah,
Seems
triangulate.
to be the best, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This will be a insight medicine difficulty 2 to get their exact position.
Okay. And I'll take a momentum to use cautious.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I would like to explore while we are going that way. So kind of
Yeah.
looking in all the rooms and everything. At least peeking.
Oh, yeah, if you just wish to look around, that's fine, but
Yeah.
we're not splitting up here.
No, I'm not. So, for
Yeah.
example, if we go on a corridor and there are like 5 doors on sides, I would pick inside to see if there's something
Right,
and then
sure.
keep moving after you and
Yep.
things like that.
Yep.
So, if there's anything that would pique my interest, just tell me.
I mean, this is a pretty small facility.
Yeah.
Did we get any momentum back?
One.
1. You got your momentum back. So yes, you do
Yep.
have their position. It's in the floor below you. and it would appear to be. In fact, these life signs are more or less right beneath you and all evenly spaced out.
Ah,
And not moving, right?
Not moving.
Perhaps some
maybe,
sort of stasis or cryo.
was thinking the same thing, Doctor.
That does eliminate some of our prime directive concerns.
Mhm. Well, let's proceed. Again.
Does that look like a
safe.
control room somewhere?
Yeah, you see what sort of does look like a control room, but as I've sort of said to you guys before, any computers on this floor are more or less completely wrecked.
Yep.
Also, basically, we need to go downstairs in the basement.
And
Well,
as,
going down the floor.
yeah, as you walk down, you see what looks to be a massive sealed door that is locked.
Kiji starts pulling his phaser out.
Okay, you gonna
Well,
are you gonna?
I'm gonna look for a lock pad or something too.
Yeah.
Like-
Free will. You do find there is a keypad with which to try and input a code.
Yeah, I will look at the security officer and like, let's try this first.
I suppose, as I put it back.
And then I'll call Vlak and it's like, come on, this is more your field than mine. And I would like to assist him.
I'll allow it, given how you set that up. Control engineering difficulty 3.
okay.
Does computers apply as a focus to me?
Yes, it does. I will allow computers to apply here.
Cool.
Vlak, you want to spend a momentum?
No, with the assist, we should be good, I'd hope.
Nope.
Nope, apparently not.
That was 3.
Why? It was your engineering. You should have used momentum. We have fun.
Yeah, you have 5 momentum.
Yep, I can
Try it again. Yeah,
Well,
take 1.
mess up and try again. I thought maybe we could get it because.
Kiji's starting to pull his phaser back out again, seeing you guys struggle.
What? One more time. One more time, Chief. One more time.
Let's say
I'm just getting it ready, sir. Just getting it ready.
role playing it. Can I like tell Vlak like let me do it
Oh
and
my
he can
god,
assist me?
Vlak.
Oh my
Jesus.
god, reroll that negative, please.
Oh my god.
He has
What
cautious.
the hell?
Did you by any chance put some kind of complication range, higher complication range?
No, he just rolled a 16, a 17, and a 20.
Yep.
That's just unlucky. I mean, in any other game like D&D, you'd
Oh,
that'd be
yeah,
extremely-
Killing it if it was D&D right now.
Come
Oh
on,
man.
So,
reroll that one.
Re-roll that one.
You can
'cause-
re-roll that
Yep.
one. And
I can't re-roll it. Yeah.
Okay, let's
Okay.
see if Free Will gets a 2. No, he
oh
doesn't.
goddamn.
So nope.
Stand back, gentlemen.
All right.
I think at this point, yes.
Control security difficulty 3.
Oh my god.
Can I have a momentum?
Go ahead.
And
Yes.
I will charge my phaser to maximum.
Oh.
This can only end in tears, says the doctor.
Well, I'd actually suggest rather aiming because
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
to see
just
if,
aim this.
yeah, because this is just
Charge.
seeing if you can blow the lock off.
Yeah.
Oh, what fun is that?
Yeah, but how often do you get to use a minor action? So,
And here's a momentum as well, so you don't miss.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I will aim instead of charge.
Because there's not going to
remember
be
remember the skeletons?
well, there's
Chief,
well,
I
there's
told
not.
you they're already dead.
Here's the thing. There's
Yes, these aren't.
here's the thing. There's not gonna, guys. There isn't going to be a work track to this one. This is just okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Get that one back.
So with an expertly placed shot, the lock blows off, and you hear a slight hiss of air as the pressure equalizes between the two rooms.
Yep. And I got a threat there, Brennan.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Let's get in there.
Okay, someone give me a fitness security check, difficulty 1,
That should
Alright.
not be me.
I'll take care of
because
that.
you're trying to pull. Actually, difficulty 2, and someone can assist,
Here's the momentum.
because this is you trying to lift up this heavy thing.
Okay.
I have a 13 on it.
Well, you
You
should
have a-
assist.
Probably you then. Yep.
You have a 13 what? Fitness?
Fitness
No,
security.
fitness security.
Yeah, fitness security.
So he'll be assisted.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. So,
that's
max
the
out.
moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. So, with a struggle and a grunt, the two of them pry this door open, and you see a ladder going down into the darkness.
You just hear me go. "Grrrr!"
So I assume y'all.
Very good, gentlemen.
Yep. So
Yeah, the doctor will Star Trek on down that ladder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very good with the ladders there. This is just like Jeffrey's tubes. Let's go.
Yep. So you go.
He's just staring at you guys going down as a. Alright, we got the door open. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. So as you get down to the bottom, it's not entirely pitch black at the bottom, because there you see down from the end of the corridor a light, sort of a lightish indigo glow.
Pods.
And walking into the room, you see these tanks lining a circular room. Inside each
Of course.
inside
Again with the circles.
Yep. Inside each one is a humanoid being.
Hmm. Tricorder out, scanning the hell out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Insight medicine difficulty 2.
All right. Take a momentum so I can re-roll
Oh,
any
yeah.
badness.
I cannot
Yep,
keep a
we're-
track of them right now, so somebody kill.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
we're full at the moment, so now we're down to
Fortunately,
5.
I
Yeah.
took a momentum. Okay, so 2, just made it.
Yep.
Jim, just tell me if I find trinkets, because I will look for trinkets.
There are no trinkets. This
Yeah.
is a very sterile room.
Yeah, this is not the gift shop where
Yeah, but I
We're-
imagine like putting themselves in a pod, they would have like a
Oh,
place
so you're-
where they
you're-
could
you're
have
trying to
clothes
see
and
if
things
they
like that.
have their stuff somewhere to steal.
Yeah.
Now you're not even just taking from
Why?
some dead people. You're gonna steal from people who are still kicking.
Why do you use the word steal? Maybe I want to prepare their clothes for them when they wake.
Uh-huh.
Gigi.
And
Is,
also, look,
uh,
maybe there's a family picture somewhere.
They appear to be comatose, but there appear to be large gaps in their brain activity.
And one thing you all notice, there is actually a functioning computer terminal in this room.
Oh my god.
Because this, as it suddenly occurs to you guys, this place has been essentially sealed behind 2 layers of vacuum. And this place appears to be designed to keep this place sealed up and safe. The tanks appear to be lined with lead.
Ah,
built into molecularly fused into the glass.
ah.
But there is
Interesting.
there is a functioning computer terminal.
Yep. I'd say let's go check that out.
All right. For the sake of time, I'm not even gonna make you make a roll for this.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach the screen, you see something on the ground next to it.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay.
A skeleton.
Awesome. Anyway,
So you start up the message, and woman appears. And as she begins to talk, the universal translator struggles to pick up what she's saying. And then it kicks into place. But it's too late. The bombs have gone off. Everyone down on the surface is gone. Or at least they will be in a matter of days. The clone project is all that's left to salvage the Venathi. They are all that's left. But the project hit a snag. Unfortunately, we weren't able to completely finish with the neural programming. If we wake them up, they'll be like feral animals. They won't know who they are, what they're meant to be. There's still that empty place in the neural programming that we just haven't managed to work out yet. I don't know how we could possibly do it. But at this point, there's no point in even really trying. In a matter of, I'd say, about a month, the radiation's gonna make it up here, and the tanks might be lined with lead, but this facility isn't. I'm not gonna survive. And neither are the clones. I don't know how long this place is going to last, but one thing I can tell you is that the Venathi's children aren't going to wake up. We failed. I wish that we could have done better. But in the end, I suppose everything that made us who we are will be lost. We tried to explore, we tried to find a new place for ourselves, but it didn't work. And I suppose that's all there is to be said about it. I shouldn't keep going, she says with the tears welling up in her eyes. I think it's time to put an end to all of this. And the recording cuts out.
And when that happens, my character would go towards the console. Was that a woman's voice?
Oh my god!
Really?
I had to do it.
Did you though? So that's what this is eerily similar to what was going on in the Romulan space station.
So there is, however, there is an interface that now comes up to you.
Mm-hmm.
It would appear that it is the neural programming for these tanks. I would like somebody to make me an insight medicine assisted by insight science, difficulty 2 or difficulty 3, I'll say. Insight medicine assisted by insight science.
Okay. I am going to actually spend a determination because every life is worth saving.
Yeah, I will allow it.
Nice.
Marvelous.
And on insight science, I have an 11.
I think Valak might be higher.
Oh no, yeah, I got what is it here? 13. So
Yeah.
And will my xenobiology focus apply?
I'll allow it.
Okay, so that'll be 2. All we've already got with the determination.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then there's 3 more, so 5, 6, 7. Wow.
Nice. You generate 4 momentum.
so we're maxed.
Yep, so here's what the two of you managed to figure out. What's essentially here is an interface between the computer programming and the behavioral cortex of the brain.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rather clever method, something that you probably never would have thought of before. There's a bit of a problem with it. The necessary information to put into that matrix to translate it over is missing. it's highly likely that after the bombs fell, the networks were cut off and they had no way of getting the information or computational power they would have needed. Valak, what you figure, based on your scientific understandings, is that on the computer side of things, the type of information that would be needed in this case would be about the equivalent of a Class 3 cultural database.
Ah,
Is there any information where that information was stored
You
or
could
something like that?
you could make a reason science difficulty to check to determine how
Somebody else do it. That's my lowest.
to
It's like
a reason science difficulty to check to determine what would be, like how much you would need for that.
okay. Doc, would you
Nice.
like to try that one?
I'm rolling a what now? Reason.
Reason science.
Okay. What's my difficulty?
What's the difficulty again, Grenna?
Difficulty 2.
Okay.
Two.
I will spend a momentum for a third die.
Okay.
Nah, good.
Nice.
Okay. So, for a Class 3 cultural database. Oh, you did get your determination back. Sweet.
Yeah.
Slick. Jesus, man.
Love me some veteran.
Yeah. So, what you've sort of figured is that the documentation and everything that you've found so far is a nice start. But you need something, to sort of put that on top of. You need a basis.
Yeah.
You need something for that data that you've gathered to build off of, and then you'd be able to do it. You really need some hard data, some hard computational memory from their era that isn't what they have here. This has been pretty badly degraded.
Okay.
You would need something that has essentially existed in vacuum.
Didn't you find 2 ways that wire went?
Well, yeah, there was definitely. I mean, there's some leading off to some other cities. I mean,
Yep.
on a planetary scale, we've explored like a grain of sand almost on this planet.
Oh yeah, we only explored the biggest city that was left.
Yeah, but
But,
as I've said, there's a bigger problem at play here.
Hmm.
Is the degradation of the
It's that
Yeah.
you
Right.
you would need a completely untainted computer core with cultural information on it.
Nope.
Yeah,
we
that's what I was saying because we found like 2 wires. One went to this.
no.
place. Oh, okay.
What he was saying with the vacuum is the plant. We're not going to find this on the planet. I'm thinking we need. They were sending out some Sputniks. I'm thinking we need to find one.
right, because we know that there was some sort of core in addition to the operational core on the rover, and I'm
Yep.
thinking maybe that's like a golden record a la Voyager feature. So if there's a rover out there and what we saw were models,
Hmm.
then the real
So,
rovers may well exist on one of these other planets.
That was my thought too. Yep.
No.
Wherever that rover explored,
Right,
be it a moon or whatnot,
right.
Mm-hmm.
And she did say the people on the surface were
Mhm.
the bombs had gone off. So it almost sounded like she might not have started out, but that could just be me reading more into it that's there. But yeah, I think our next step is to go on a search for the rovers and stuff.
Or
Yep.
maybe they send out a probe like we did when we send out the probe with all the informations about humans. Like just go and find some life.
Yeah, the golden record. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
So yeah, apparently we need to go back up to the ship. Well, I mean, get back to our shuttle and look for that.
Does it? Does it look like these life support devices are still stable and robust?
Give me an inside engineering check.
Can I
Okay.
assist?
That'd be Valak.
Nope.
Do you,
This
uh,
is give me a difficulty 2 inside engineering check.
No,
Okay,
this
I
is
am
me.
keeping an eye on momentum.
Oh
Free
my-
will, you can dump
We
it.
are at 5, yeah.
Yeah, you can dump yours.
And my sheet just closed down. Come on, open back up. Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna take a momentum.
Yep.
Oh, but go back to engineering, not science. That help.
But here's the question: if we find all this, what are we gonna use it to do?
So, here's what you know. These tanks will maybe last another 10 hours if at
Oh,
now
crap.
that
Jeez.
now that you've opened them.
Crap.
Can we move them to the ship or something like that?
They're way too installed into this facility.
Yeah, they are in there. We have.
You could stay here and keep them running.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to have to happen. So,
yeah, is that going to be more engineering or medicine stuff?
It can be either.
okay.
It can be either to keep these tanks running.
Yeah, why don't you let me stay here and do the medicine-y stuff? I can even have our sick bay beam down any other, equipment I might need.
Sir, I might just point out that keeping them running could be seen as a direct violation of the Prime Directive.
What was a violation of the Prime Directive was when we broke into this place and thereby endangered the proper functioning of these this equipment.
Yes, and further increasing that violation.
They still do not know of us. What we are going to attempt to do is simply allow their society to survive. As long as they don't discover us, it will be fine.
Exactly. We shall be as a technological Batman to their pre-war Commissioner Gordon.
Oh dear.
And in medical situations, Chief, Starfleet's Prime Directive is slightly more malleable, particularly if it doesn't involve direct contact, as this does not. Because I just read that in the new Sciences book.
Hey, there you go. So, it seems that, Doctor, I will need you to stay here and monitor them. Chief, if you can as well, stay with them. And Lieutenant Freewill, we will need to return to the shuttle and see about finding some form of computer core in the atmosphere or on some other surface.
And I will start heading towards the ship, and then I will pat on the shoulder the security officers and say to him, like, "Don't worry, they are dead anyway," and just start heading outside.
Okay. So I'll say for the sake of time, to get back to the ship is going to take you guys an hour.
Yeesh, okay, so we're down to 9.
Do you need me to roll for it? Or it
Again,
should be,
no, for the sake of time.
Yep.
Okay.
I've already had you
So-
guys make the set of rolls once.
So we are flying out of here and trying to find.
Well, yeah, you guys are back on the ship.
Aha! Returning with the shuttlecraft. Well done.
Should we wake the captain?
No, we'll give them periodic updates at the ship, but we're continuing on.
Okay.
Oh, so we're gonna go with the shuttle. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna go with the shuttle. Alrighty, that works.
That's
Oh, no,
interesting.
I-
'Cause-
I would prefer the advanced sensors of the ship, is what I'm
yeah,
hoping
that's
for.
what I'm saying. But the captain was sleeping, so my question was, would we wake him up or not?
The captain will awake once will awake once you guys arrive back on the ship.
Oh,
Well, okay then. So the captain is awake.
Yep.
Captain is awake.
Yeah, he's sitting there with his morning coffee that he found in a nebula.
Okay. Sir, we need to see about any other satellites or potential other technologies from this planet out in space.
Lieutenant Ruga,
Aye, sir.
Well,
give me a scan.
And by the way, are you sitting on your chair?
Yes, my chair.
Did you heard what I did with the figurines?
I heard what you did with the figurines.
Okay.
Did you actually just look, or did you just sit right down on it?
I sat right down.
No,
on
no,
it
it was on the handle. It wasn't on the chair. It was on the handle.
Oh, okay.
Lieutenant Rugan, give me a scan.
well, where are you scanning?
The orbit. Scan the orbit of the planet. Satellites generally hang around in the.
Yes.
Aye, sir.
Okay.
Yep, first go there, then we'll see about other fun.
Uh-huh.
Am I assisted by the ship sensors?
Yes, so this will be a, honestly, difficulty 1.
Oh,
We
okay.
already
So
got
that's
it.
0,
so-
right?
Hey, let's see how much momentum we get.
Sensor science.
The ship helps out. I'm gonna
Oh no!
Here's the momentum.
I
Totally
was gonna
ignore.
say.
I can reroll that. I can absolutely reroll that.
Oh, you
Oh,
can.
that's
Go,
right.
go,
Yeah.
He's got the thing.
I
He's
do
got
indeed
the
have the thing.
go. I will. I will reroll that.
Go
There
for
you
it.
go.
There we
Generate
go.
one.
That's better.
Okay. There's really not much you're going to be able to find in orbit of this planet that's
Okay.
helpful, because a lot of it is just communication satellites. Maybe a couple scientific instruments.
So now checking natural satellites or any of the other planets, I suppose.
If they were to send a rover out, perhaps the D-class planet would be a good sign. Judging by their level of technology, it seems that the level of rover they were at is most suited to go along a rocky planet as opposed to an icy one.
Oh, the Class D planet. Very well. Lieutenant Rugan, give me a scan of the Class D.
Well, you guys are going to have to go to that planet first.
Yep.
Lieutenant Freewill, maneuver me over to the Class D planet.
All right. That is going to take 2 hours.
Damn.
'Cause you won't be traveling at warp in this system.
Yep.
So, yep, you make it there. Rugan, give me a reason, science, or engineering, difficulty. I think I had it as difficulty 4.
All right.
Assisted by
that's a big one.
assisted by the ship's sensors, science, or engineering. So difficulty 3.
Mm-hmm. Here's a
All
momentum.
right. Let's do that thing. There
Assisted
we
by
are.
the ship sensor science.
Marvelous.
There we go.
So you get
You
your
want to
momentum.
gamble with it?
Are you gonna do your untapped potential?
Right. So that's
No need. No need. No need.
All right, Captain. All right.
Capped up. Yeah.
Hang on.
Commander, I'm picking up a small unmanned object on the planet's surface.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Yep, you see a image of the planet, and it zooms in, magnifies a few times, and Valak, Rugan, anyone who was on that away team mission, you recognize it. It is.
Yep.
It is that little rover that you saw.
Jackpot, Commander.
And
Uh,
I'll tell you something. Whatever species this was, they were damn good engineers. It's still moving.
What?
Ah, marvelous.
Lieutenant Rugan, is it capable of communication? This receiving or giving communication?
Control engineering, difficulty 1, assisted by the ship's communications engineering.
Alright, go on, Rugan.
There we are.
Assisted
Momentum.
by the ship's, what did you say,
Two
computers
momentum.
engineer?
Yep, comms engineering.
Oh, comms. It's the same stat, so,
There we are.
You
okay,
guys are
regenerate too.
you guys are in. You are receiving telemetry from the Wanderer.
Ah,
Okay, Lieutenant, what does this telemetry tell?
What the telemetry of this thing is, the telemetry of this thing is telling you that this little thing was sent out here to explore this tiny little rust ball. And it's been doing that. It has been driving around, seeing the sights, taking pictures, and sending them home. For the past
Okay,
for
Lieutenant Rugan.
and by its
Aye, sir.
onboard clock, it has been doing this for the past 715 years.
Oh, Jesus. Lieutenant Rugan, link up my keyboard with the telemetry. I want to type a message.
Aye, sir.
You do it.
Ground control to Major Tom. It's time to pack up. We're taking you home.
Your family leads you, little one.
Are you gonna try and beam the thing up?
First I want to give it an order to shut down.
Huh?
Or, well, to at least cease moving.
You gonna try to put it into like sleep mode?
Yeah, sleep mode.
Mm-hmm. Great. I said there's not even a roll needed for that.
Cool.
Okay. Right. Commander Valak, could you beam up Major Tom into our transporter room?
The rover, sir.
The rover, Commander.
Understood.
Major Tom.
This is a control engineering difficulty 1, assisted by the ship
Cool.
sensors science. But that's something sensors engineering. But that's something I had already taken into account. So it is difficulty 1.
Oh. Gotcha.
So go on, roll.
And going to assume my transporters and replicators focus works here.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yep. And go back down to 2. I don't need.
And you guys don't have to worry too much with that much momentum.
Yeah, here's a
can-
momentum just in case.
Yeah. You guys have so
just
much.
for fun.
Yeah, you guys have so much momentum. You can more or less ignore any complication I throw at you.
True.
But just in case.
Just for fun.
Okay, you did it,
Just for funsies.
and you get that
Excellent, excellent.
momentum back.
Yep.
As appearing on the transporter pad is a small little robot that maybe looks to be about the size of a park bench. And it's just sitting there. After all, it has been put in sleep mode.
Yep.
Is this the thing we were after, Command?
Indeed, sir.
Well, it's all yours. Go have fun with it.
Well, I guess we are heading back.
Well, until we head back, you can go ahead and have some fun. Lieutenant Free will take us back to the planet.
All right, it's gonna be another 2 hours.
Yep.
And in the meantime, Valak, are you gonna do anything with this rover in those 2
Yep.
hours?
Let's pull what we can from it.
All right, control engineering difficulty 3.
All right.
Because I'm going to spend that last 2 threat to make it so.
I said 3.
And here's 3 momentum for an additional 2 die.
3 momentum. Okay.
3.
Then 4. Go to 4.
And wait, let me see what your focuses are. No focuses.
No, I was gonna say I got transporters, replicators, cybernetics,
I'll-
starship biosystems.
I will take 1,
Whoop.
1, 2, and 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So that's fine. That's fine. It would have been 1, 1, 2, 1 either way. So that's how many? 4 success? No. 5 successes. So
Yep.
you get 2 momentum out of the 3 you spent back. Great.
Go.
Yeah, you managed to pull all the you managed to pull the data that's on it. Unfortunately it had to cycle out a lot of the pictures. It kind of had like a cycling memory, sort of how like, dash cams have
Gotcha.
for at least for its pictures. But I mean, when you've seen what the information you can glean from these pictures absolutely pales in comparison to anything that the Hadfield could come up with.
But still.
It's a drop in the bucket of the science that the Hadfield could come up with about that planet.
Yep. Still though, come on.
And
They-
but the most important thing is that little box in the back.
Yep.
As streaming out of it comes a wealth of information about who these people were, the kind of lives they led, what made them who they are.
Got what we need.
You have what you need.
Yep.
Make a copy.
Yep, I'll say what
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
And on our way home,
Yep.
let's set him back on his mission.
So you go out to you go back to the planet, I assume.
Yep.
Send that data down to the doctor's tricorder.
Absolutely.
All right. Down on the planet, I need the doctor to make me a. In his case, I'll allow it to be a control medicine check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say difficulty 3. No, difficulty 4 to input this information, because this isn't exactly how the information was meant to be gathered together.
Fair enough.
This is very hodgepodge.
Yep.
Okay. Difficult.
Momentum it up.
Oh yeah, we're capped anyway,
Yep.
so take 3.
Okay.
And doctor, don't forget, you still have something.
I still have something.
Yeah,
My
there's,
determination.
you still have your determination.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just trying to figure out what. I think I'm gonna do. Every life is worth saving again.
Yep. And
Okay.
so that
There you
means
go.
that means that you'd have to spend 2 momentum to get the 3rd die,
Yeah,
and
I'll just give him the 2 momentum. No, I won't give him all my momentum, just the 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So
so that's
Uh,
2. That's 2 of the 4.
I don't think I have any focuses that will apply. Do I? Xenobiology still?
I'll allow it.
Actually,
Okay.
you know what? No, have another 3. Yeah, for an additional die, right? That's
Yeah.
All the die.
Already got.
another 3 for a 4th
Already
die.
got 2 with a determination, and then there is the 4. So that's 6.
Yep. So you generate 2 momentum,
Sweet.
and
No determination.
Another
back.
one.
No,
No,
that's
wait, you don't have untapped potential, you silly.
No, that
No,
was a
that-
veteran. If I'd rolled
And-
an effect, I'd get it back. But
the the lights flicker across the screen as the data begins to compile, and a green light on the terminal lights up as the data begins uploading to the tanks.
nice.
You have done it.
Oh God, I'm gonna regret this. Blackwell to Hadfield.
This is the Hadfield. Go ahead.
1 to beam out. God help me.
Two. I
No.
left.
2.
You're not.
Yep.
You're-
KG was.
Oh,
Oh,
keep-
that's right. 2 to beam out. Yeah.
Yep. We kind of split the party there.
Okay.
Sorry.
To beam
Commander Vlog, make it so.
Yeah, to beam them out is going to be a difficulty 2 control engineering assisted by the ship's sensors engineering.
Here's our final 3 momentum for all the.
Very well.
And just before they beam out, the doctor will receive a message on his tricorder. Do you want me to come get you?
Not even
As
needed.
a meme.
You
Yeah, I know, but
Yep.
it was a meme towards the doctor.
So yeah, you generate 2 momentum.
And the ship will roll sensors engineering.
Uh-huh. There you
2
go.
momentum.
So 2 momentum. So yeah, you guys are
Cool.
back up on the ship. In maybe about 5 minutes or so, those people will be waking up.
Very well.
Everything okay, Sam?
Well, I think we just saved an entire species, Captain. I think we can call this one a win.
Not every day you get to save an entire species, us.
Indeed.
Right. I'm
Usually
going to
you have to
need
wait at least
a
once a week.
very detailed briefing, gentlemen.
Indeed, sir.
Think we'll
But
be able to
first, we
accommodate.
need to return the rover to where it was.
Yes. To the rocky planet?
Can we keep it?
I'm afraid we
No.
cannot keep it. But we'll make a course for the rocky planet again, Lieutenant Freewell.
Alrighty.
Yes, Captain.
So first thing I need Volok to do is I need him to make me a control engineering check difficulty 3 in order to prep the rover to be beamed back down so that it won't like immediately break when it
True.
like returns.
Hmm.
Sure,
Uh,
here's a moment.
Yeah, I was about to say, could I get one? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and focuses, transporters, yeah, I assume.
No, because this is you. This is you.
Oh, no, this is me prepping it. Yep,
This
that's
is you
right. So,
prepping the thing.
yep, transporters are after. Okay, so turn that back off.
And honestly, wait, hang on. I will allow you. I will say that. Oh, I was gonna say.
I was gonna say,
Can
sorry.
the computer assist or
No. Here's what I'm going to say though. If you spend that last momentum you have, I will allow you to have used your value better with machines than people.
here you go. We succeed. And we get
Alright.
4 successes then.
So that's a momentum back.
Hmm.
That was a
So
waste.
so
Cool.
yeah, it'll be ready to go down.
Yeah, I'll go down into the engineering. Commander Volok, before you send this thing out, just one last thing. Computer, magic marker.
Hang on.
Excellent plan, Captain.
Hang on. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, there's like a marker sitting there in the. What color?
Black.
Black. Classic.
Marker, magic, black.
Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Magic marker,
I'm
black.
going to draw a smiley face on the rover.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
there you go.
There. Now it's ready to be sent down.
So you.
I do wonder. If we left a note, chances are by the time they find it, they would be an advanced enough species to be worth contacting.
The smiley face will be enough of a message, I think. Anything further than that, and Starfleet might just chew my ass.
Reasonable.
All right, so I just need Commander Volok to make me one last control engineering check, difficulty 1.
Oh,
Here's a
sorry,
moment.
sorry, difficulty 2.
Here's a momentum.
okay.
Assisted by the ship's sensors engineer.
Uh-huh.
And transporters this time.
Yes,
So.
you do have transporters this time.
Yes. So. Switch back. There we go.
And you got it.
Haha.
Okay, so the transporter flickers as the small little rover fades away off the transporter pad, and on the view screen for you guys, you see where it was before, and the little bit of a glint as the rover is back in place.
Lieutenant Rugan, before we leave orbit and leave this system, implant one final thing into this rover's memory, if you will, please.
Aye, sir. Standing by.
Computer, play David Bowie's Space Oddity and implant it into the rover's memory core.
The computer does so.
Ground control connected to Major Tom, sir. Transferring now.
Yep. And with
Excellent.
that, the rover's wheels begin spinning again, and it keeps on chugging.
Nice.
The wanderer keeps on wandering, and who knows what she'll find in the future. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we wander.
Nice.
Ma,
Your homage to
that was
opportunity.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was awesome.
So I'll stop the stream here.